I hate every single one of you bitch ass niggas, and I never want to do a podcast with any of you ever. And I was like, shit, okay, goddamn, that's a little harsh, Dash Lewis Gardner. I thought we were close.
He said it literally made him sick. He just felt sick to his stomach. He's like, I don't have that.
The mere idea of him spending 3 hours in the call with us, it does something to a person, and I understand it.
Scared him, bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna sit in there. They're gonna talk for 2 hours.
Yeah, and I understand. If I wasn't me and I was someone else, I'd probably be intimidated by the dope ass swag that we be inhabiting every single What's Up with the Minutes episode. I'd be scared too, Dash Lewis. Just saying. Pick up some slack, bro. If I was ill, I'd still be here. Okay, Dash Lewis Gardner, he's ill. He's ill, definitely ill. Yeah, he got sick and he's not here. So we're saving the topics that we had for him for next time, for next episode, and we can finally record with Dash Lewis Gardner when he is well. Currently he's ill. We don't want to bring.
We were prepared to have a banger conversation with Dash.
Yeah.
We didn't want to waste such amazing material.
For those of you who don't know who Dash Lewis is, Dash is a journalist, writer, and often contributes to a lot of major publications or online spots. You see him on Pitchfork. He had 2 reviews on Pitchfork, at least 2 this year, that got best new music, and so he's personally one of my favorite contemporary writers. And one of the only people whose opinion I really care to hear about discussing music. Sorry for all the rest of you online video makers that do that type of stuff.
No Professor
but he's one of the
Fantano?
I'm not familiar
with the Fantano articles.
No, I'm not familiar with those guys.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Professor Scott's a pretty good name though.
Trey made those guys up to just make you feel bad. Those people don't exist. Don't worry about it. Anyways, what's up with the Minutes crew? Oh shit. My name is KOSEY. My bad. I'll be yelling. My name is KOSEY, aka KOSEY. Rapper, podcaster, producer extraordinaire. She, her champion, transgender queen doing the hip hop thing. Fuck with us. What's up with the Minutes? Episode 22. Oh my gosh. Who's this guy to my left? Right? I don't know.
Left side goes to my right
hand. Left.
Yeah. Oh yeah, peace. Welcome back. Megadeth, Tokyo-based hip hop art and culture stuff. Secret House Against, and I'm here again.
So
as far as the tribunal.
What's this guy?
My name is allegedly Trey, also known as allegedly TREDOES. I allegedly am a co-host on this podcast, and I allegedly make rap music. Who knows?
Yeah, it's a real problem. This whole podcast thing. This whole podcast thing's a real problem, man. I've been thinking about it a lot recently. Like fucking, I will never make as much music as I have podcasts. I would never. There is nothing. No matter what I do,
resume. Oh
no matter what we do, we will always have more music than we have rap music. Trey does. It's fun. Yeah. It's fun. It's
Why
fun.
would you say that? I'm ashamed enough doing this.
Shout out being a podcaster.
Now you were wild hype about it when we first started. You was putting podcasts in your bio, like since I'm a podcaster now.
I reluctantly did all that. I'm just now learning how to promo, bro.
Yeah. Hey, we gotta. Yeah, that's why I don't do any promo. Yeah, it's a big problem.
No,
but I just don't feel comfortable.
I'm gonna start shaking ass.
Speaking of promo, oh my God, we have a Patreon. Holy shit. We have a Patreon where people give us money to see the episodes a week early and also extended. And also exclusive KOSEY beats. It's crazy. There are beats on there that the world has never heard that you guys can hear for the low price of $5 a month.
So you good steal them and use them for your mixtape.
No, that's not what I was saying. And
then we'll send a cease and desist.
But only then. Before then, we'll allow it to gain traction. We'll allow it to get famous enough that I can then be like, yo, you gotta stop doing that. So now we're in a beef, and then I can use that beef to proliferate my own thing and shit, and then I can be the most famous person in the world off of you stealing. Oh shit, Trey, we've got guys, this might be the business venture. This might be the grift.
Ways to scam.
This might be the grift that we've been waiting for. It's for someone to steal our work so that we can then be mad at them for stealing our work, so that we can then gain popularity because we are like the underdogs fighting the bigger person stealing our work.
I think
that shit never works out.
I just be happy that like someone felt like my work was worth stealing, you know?
That's
I'd be
because
like, damn, you must have, oh, my fault. Anyways,
you
we
have
have patrons. And we have a new patron this week. Shout out TJ, our newest patron. TJ. Shout out you.
Shout out.
Mai Tai, Wet Sticker, Rita, Paul Hurdle, Kevin, Devil May Swear, Alex Pennington, Nago, Stilo, Zoom, Fick, Caden, Evan, Mega, Bleach Alternative, and Dano from Free Music Empire.
So true. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. Deeply appreciate your patronage and your support over the, I was going to say the years, but it's been like how many months? Like 10 months? 9 months. Maybe? It's been 10 months?
Oh, wow.
9-10 months.
What did we start in August?
Yeah, late August, because I hadn't even dropped. My EP came out September, like early September, and we'd already done like 2 episodes before that. So yeah, I think we're about like late August. That's crazy as hell. That's so many episodes of podcasts and whatnot, and I will never make any more raps than I made podcasts. Fucked. What a life.
A lot of topics, man. That's a lot of topics. Yeah.
See, that's why this week we needed to take them off.
The lack of topics. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a child without a life raft right now. It's cool.
It's a bit uncomfortable.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're the kid dressed as Piccolo in the ocean right now. You're about
to listen. We cannot let this devolve into inside jokes.
You're right.
Okay.
This is the episode for the new viewers.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
I actually be thinking about that a lot. Like a lot of the podcasts I listen to, I usually try to start at the beginning, but that's always like the worst. That's always when it's the worst. It always gets better as the podcast goes on. So it's like if you start a podcast from like just the middle of like, I don't know, like episode 22 for example, you're probably gonna end up with better content. Just saying. Maybe this is our best episode. Maybe this is going to be our best episode, though, dude.
Listen.
I'm listening.
We don't have set topics, but I do have things that we could talk about.
Oh.
One of those, it is June. We are nearing the end of June.
Pride Month.
I was wondering what. Oh, that too, I guess. Shout out all my gay niggas.
So true.
Yeah. Shout out
to
the gays.
I'll check in. What album of the year? What y'all album of the year looking like so far?
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
For me, it's not even a rap album.
That Boards of Canada, right?
It's not surprising.
Yeah. I really like the Boards Canada album.
Wait. What album is that?
Inferno. Boards of Canada.
Boards of Canada. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with Boards. They're legendary.
I'm familiar, but not necessarily like a big listener of. I did listen to that new shit though because you liked it. I saw you talking about it a lot, so I checked it out. It's not necessarily my thing. Not necessarily. I do like a lot of electronic music, but I think the kind of route I go for is like really scattered. So I don't necessarily have like this is the electronic genre I like. This is the one I don't. I just know that I kind of like mingle somewhere. I eventually end up in spaces and things also.
Well, that's the thing about IDM too. It's like, you in their genre, they sound wildly different than a lot of their other contemporaries. And it's just a lot of different approaches, but they do have a kind of very specific sound. And it's also one that's been kind of cultivating and changing for the last 30 years almost. So it's like, for me, listening to it, I'm picking up on like older elements of it and kind of, it's been 12 years since their last album. So I'm just tremendously happy. And some of the experiments that they do on the album, are really incredible to me. The father and son song, the way that they take those vocals and almost make it rhythmic, and it's like it's media sample vocals, but they almost make it rhythmic, and it's just kind of interesting. I haven't really heard anybody's doing anything with electronic music that has made me go, oh wow, I haven't really heard somebody do that before. And so, yeah, that's why I really fuck with that. But when it comes to rap albums, I definitely love Hate Island. I Guess You Had to Be There is also going to be up on the list. What else do we have that came out this year that I was? I like the Dunce Cap shit. I don't know. Like I usually, a lot of times I will not be listening to an album all year. And then I'll go back to it and be like, oh, yeah, I forgot that this is one of my favorites of the year. So,
Yeah.
Surrender is actually sitting on me pretty good too. The new navy blue. I'm actually really happy about that one. It's not bad at all.
That is a brilliant album to me. That new navy blue.
So is that your album of the year?
It's definitely up there. I think in terms of rap joints, that album is probably the one I'm returning to most, and like I've had the most amount of time with to be able to be like, yeah, that's probably it. Either that or the cameo that we mentioned last week. But yeah, I think Surrender is a serious step for Navy Blue in his like rapping journey, because like I don't think we've heard him rap as like with this much gusto ever, even like I'd say maybe the last time we heard him rap with this much like oomph behind it was maybe like his really early joints, like pre-streaming shit. So it's really nice to hear him like be as, I don't know, I wouldn't say invested. I would like, that's kind of the way I'm feeling, is like he feels more invested in it, but I wouldn't say that's necessarily what's happening. It just kind of sounds like he is, which therefore leads to me being more interested in it as well.
I definitely heard that on the Alchemist joint. It's like right at the start of the album.
That's like the worst song on there.
I've never heard him come on like that. Wow, I only listened to the album once.
My thing. We like this is a hot take.
Are you just doing the Alchemist hate thing?
No, because Alchemist has another joint on there that I really like.
Can an Israeli young man not get it popping?
Word. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I could let we could let the Israelis have some fun. We can let the Israelis have some fun.
Let's go.
I don't agree.
Basically, I'm just so tired of the drum beat that is used on that track, or Baron by Navy Blue, the Alchemist joint.
Listen,
I can't do it anymore.
To the point where I didn't have to look at the production list and know it was Alchemist. But
I'm just tired of it.
It's played out, but there's a novelty to it sometimes, you know. Sometimes, like, you know, sometimes you just hear the classics.
I don't mind it so much.
Did you see your actual album here?
I would say it's currently probably that Navy Blue, to be honest. But at the same time, I've been mostly doing the thing where I listen to a lot of old shit. I'm definitely falling off of my music listening speed and trajectory this year, where I would say a lot of my listening. Actually, no, not even that. I've listened to probably the same amount of shit that I normally do. I'm just not sticking with the new stuff as often. Like, I'm definitely keeping up with shit in the same way that I normally am. I'm definitely listening to the new releases, but I'm hearing a lot that I'm like, this is really good. I don't really care, you know. I like where it's something that's like technically on the actual level, it's like really, it's well made, well produced, well wrapped, etc. But when I'm like trying to feel it like emotionally, I'm not really invested. I would say the one time that this year I've really felt like quite connected to the emotions on a record is that new Mary Sue though. That new Mary Sue. What is it called again? Rapper I think. That is brilliant. That is a brilliant album. It reminds me of like Prime Mike type of shit, like in terms of the sounds that they're on. It's very like Tears of Joy era, black DJ Black Power shit. Fantastic textures on there. It's like kind of doing a lot of like really groovy joints as well, where it's kind of not even necessarily like poppy, but real like strong choruses, strong structures, really dope fun approaches to a lot of the joints on there as well. Like it is kind of like it gets really groovy at points. I really enjoy it. And I haven't been a huge like Mary Sue lover in the past, so I'm happy that this album kind of unlocked it for me. This and the Flowers joint, was that early this year or last year?
You didn't know you was Asian. You said, huh?
Okay. Basically, to explain the story, what happened? You man in the RMPP Discord are always recommending me some white ass rappers who I don't like. So I heard his name Mary Sue and I was like, oh, another one. and then I found out he was Singaporean and I was like, oh shit, okay, I'm gonna give him a chance. I listened, I didn't like it even after that. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna step back again. The next thing that comes out, I'll be there for it. And that next thing that came out was the Big Flowers joint, the joint produced by Big Flowers. And I love the production on there. I love what Mary Sue's doing on there. Yeah, I think that's a brilliant project. I think Mary Sue's a really great writer. I just wasn't necessarily all in on the live band sound of Porcelain's Shield. I like, there's a lot of the kind of cliches of live band music on the album that I'm not super fan of, but I also think it avoids those in a lot of sense by like kind of resampling them. It's a creatively done record, just not necessarily to my tastes. You know, it's definitely very purposeful in a way that I can appreciate and I can look at and be like, that is a very well made record. But again, a lot of good music exists that I don't like. You know, and I think
you're a hater.
Yeah, that. And rapper Hayla, I think, does the good music that I like thing. Play to the Whistle is brilliant. Play to the Whistle, that track is outstanding. The song, I don't know how to pronounce it, J.U.S. I think it's a song like dedicated to his niece. That song is beautiful as hell. It ends with like the bar, forget to count the minutes. Like, forget to count the seconds that pass, forget to count like the time that's passing. Like you have a limited amount of time here, but you don't benefit from keeping track of that time. Yeah, you know, there's a real beauty to letting that time pass and being present in the moment without really letting the pressure of that time dictate how you live your life in like a negative way. And I think that's a really beautiful bar, and it immediately struck me. And I think that he has loads of bars like that across his work, but this is the album that has the production that suits me the most. Yeah. I also really recommend his album Winter, what is it? Something. Where is it? Voice Memos from a Winter in China. I think that album gets a very similar what's the word? Note as that one. Are you guys big on Mary Sue?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything since Porcelain Shield.
We did our first, like, I was introduced to them back during the Cacophonous Digressions album with Psychedelic Ensemble, and I've been a fan since then. They were really cool, reached out, sent us a bunch of albums early as they came out, but we just haven't reviewed anything but the China Joint and Cacophonous Digressions. But I dig the style, I dig the approach. I especially like kind of how intimate a lot of the music feels in terms of like what Mary Sue's able to get across, like emotionally on songs, and it's not like overly emotional, but sometimes I just like, I feel this something about it. It's just warm and interesting to me. But yeah, Mary Sue's dope. I got to get on the new record.
Seeing he sold an inhaler with the album.
He sold an inhaler with the album.
It's a cartoonish inhaler. I can't show it. If you go to the Bandcamp, it's on there.
That's so tough. Like wait. That's
like
so
a
tough.
Like inhaler.
A life? What do you mean by lifelike inhaler? What do you mean by lifelike
animated?
inhaler?
Like what's the word called when like something is like is animated? Like an inanimate object like gets person-like figures.
Personified.
Something like that.
Or caricature of a.
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. Okay, rapper Hayla by Mary Sue. Yo, that's tough. That's tough. It's like an action figure. You made it seem like it was a drawing, dude. This is like
no.
You know how all of them like
sold a drawing?
Crazy. I went to I went to Canada recently, and when I was in Canada, I went to one of the record stores, and in that record store has like all, you know how all of these rappers have like figurines and shit. I don't know where the fuck these be coming from, but this one company makes like hella figurines for rappers and shit. It's basically one of those figurines, but for an inhaler that's smoking a cigarette. That's tough as hell. That's cold. That's so cold.
Well, listen. I made a list like a nerd, not for the podcast. I just make the list in general for the menu.
Sure. If you say so.
Here's my top 10 of the year.
The time that you was taking to go make a list, you could have been like, "Yo, I'm gonna give a list of my favorite albums of the year." That would have given me 6 minutes to at least like really look through my shit. And think
why'd you ask us to go first? You had the list prepared.
Listen.
Go on.
This is a freestyle episode. Anyways, this is purely off of how
nigga came. He said freestyle episode, but came with the writtens and shit.
My enjoyment of these albums, purely my enjoyment and how often I return to them. Nothing personal. Anyways, at 10, by the way, just saying it. I got the new Share and DJ Haram. That shit got hella bangers.
True.
My only gripe is it's too short. But there's so many bang, bro. Show Lane is crazy. And I did the first listen in the car. That shit was hitting. Show Late, Strictly, amazing, incredible.
That's an album Gavin. That wait, we're not talking about
you go ahead.
My bad.
We can cover the whole show, just me going down this list.
Low key, I don't mind it. That new DJ Haram and Sheree is super dope. I'm glad Sheree finally has a record out. I'm super glad. I've been fiending
music sooner.
I've been fiending. Yeah. There are a few like, I think the album's brilliant generally. There are a few songs specifically that I'm like, god damn. The intro, the material, Hey Queen, Strictly, and Boy Duh on the last track. Said that wrong, don't care. Those are all brilliant. Those are all brilliant as well. Boy Duh. But yeah, fucking fantastic record. I'm gonna be real. I had low hopes. I listened to the first two singles and I wasn't enjoying the singles. But in the context of the album, them shits is brilliant. My fault.
You haven't healed your internalized misogyny.
You right. I hate ladies. I've been spending all this time walking around the streets like, oh, if a woman makes music, I swear to God. And and fortunately, the DJ Haram album was so good, I'm cured. I'm cured. I'm not.
Let's go. Shout out DJ Haram.
Fucking brilliant music. Trey, what's next?
Megan, did you check out Critical Thought at all or no?
No.
I don't think you have. All good,
all
good.
That's because he hates women for
Next,
real.
we have Ratman Gavin and Jesse the Tree, Garden Dance.
So shout out,
Gavin, man. I feel like Gavin's always like, I don't know. Every time Gavin drops, I swear it's his best shit.
Real.
I don't know. And him and Jesse have just been like, they've been locked in for so long, and you can hear the payoff here. Like the cohesion, the way he's working with the beats, sensational.
Oh, you're right.
Then I got the Not the Injury Reserve by Storm. My Ghost Go Ghost. I know they were I saw y'all talking about a lot, like y'all based off the singles and stuff. I didn't hear anything about this album until the album dropped. Well, I heard about it, but I didn't check out any of the singles or anything. I was waiting for the project to come out. And I don't know. I did feel about it at first, but the more I listened to it, I don't know. It feel like it sucks me in. And I just love like what Richie is doing on here. There's a lot of like blues like elements on here that I really fuck. Or just like the crooning he does. Just I don't know. I love that shit. I really get into that shit.
I do really like Richie as a vocalist.
Richie is amazing.
Brilliant vocalist. I think that people need to start reminding me that every time I listen to singles for a thing, it completely ruins everything. Because I literally, this is not the first time I've been listening to singles or something, and then the album comes out, I'm like, or I've listened to the singles or something, I don't like the singles, and the album comes out, I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't listen to the singles. I just gotta stop listening to singles. Because it don't be helping me. The By Storm album, to me, I wasn't a fan of it. It kind of, it felt, I don't think I've had this with an album before, but I was listening to the album, and the album kind of feels like, okay, there you go, man, have it. Like a Hey Nigga Damn album, like we've been trying and struggling to make this thing for so long, and then we're at a point, it's like, okay, man, fuck it. Just, oh, God. You know? I'm not saying that that's how it is, but I'm listening to it, and I kind of feel like it got like a little bit of a chip on its shoulder. I don't necessarily enjoy that feeling while I'm listening to a record. It feels very like, big tortured artist thing. And I'm not saying that that's not a thing that folk go through, but sometimes I'll be listening to that like, jeez. And that album kind of
I'm not fully there with you on it, but I can kind of see it only because like I think the way Richie approaches like his relationship with music in an interesting way, where I don't know. He doesn't feel like obligated to like create a certain type of music. It always feels like, as it comes to him, that's his way of creating. Yeah. And I feel like he does like In My Town. I don't know. That sounds like a really complicated relationship with his art, like how he sells his art. So I can see where that sentiment could come from. Megan, did you listen to this album at all?
Yeah.
Thoughts, feelings?
Trash. Threw it in garbage. No, I played it, but I didn't really pay attention to it. I'm not the biggest fan of Injury Reserve or By Storm, but I've listened to all their work, and I tend to prefer the Injury Reserve stuff more than the By Storm stuff. This album, I saw the conversations that were going on about it in the Sacred Place, and I was just like, well, I get that too, I guess. You know, it didn't really, like, I don't know, I was projecting, but I think that I was also kind of like, there was a glaze over it, just hearing people talk about it when I listened, that I kind of connected, like try to look for those things instead of really listening to it. So I don't really have an opinion on it. Like, same thing with like the JPEG Mafia. Like, everybody was like this and that about it, and I was like, I thought it was fine. You know, the things that he's doing is not the most like experimental and or interesting to me, but it's like a lot of people were just like, oh, it's only fast rap, and I was like, I kind of, you know, like, I don't know, fucking, it's all right.
You like fast rap?
My fault.
I mean, like, I thought what he was doing is fine. It was like JPEG type of stuff, but I also didn't think that some of the kind of amalgams in the way that he put the album together were all that interesting. Like, here goes a hip hop beat, and wow, here comes in some fucking like rock drums and guitars. It's like, wow, okay, fucking Rock This Way, Aerosmith. You know, it's like, that's not necessarily an experiment that I think is super crazy, unlike some of his earlier work. But, you know, like Real Niggas on Veteran with the old Dirty Bastard joint, and then it goes into the surf rock, like, that was wild. But that was also like fucking 6 years ago or some shit. So I don't know.
I do think the Peggy conversation is really interesting. Like, that album, to me, like, me and Trey talked about this very briefly. It's just like, it's the I ran out of things to say album. You know, he doesn't have anything that he does have, like, he has like an urgency to get across. Like,
I don't think he's ever really had much to say.
I feel like he used to.
I feel like he's had more to say than this.
Yeah, I feel like he at least was like, I feel like there was at least a bit of coherence to the messaging a little in the past. That it's just gone. It's just gone. The new album doesn't really have it.
Got a little bit of money, got a little bit of fame, and
I mean, yeah. My problem with the album, or just how he presents himself now, is that he's just like, he's fighting a general enemy that he refers to as his haters, and he can impose anything over his quote unquote haters. And then he will work himself up to the point where, like, yeah, these niggas saying this and that about me. And they feel this, and they're all white Klansmen. I'm like, no, nigga, like, you can't. It's okay. It's okay, bro. It's okay. Sometimes niggas don't like your shit. You don't gotta, like, I don't know.
No, that's true. No,
usually
real,
when
though.
people have haters, that's how it is. The general hater is just like
I just think he's like, it's gotten way too in his head about it. Like, he's it might be how often he like interacts online and shit, but I don't know. I feel like he's just gotten way too invested in that side of things. Anyways, number 7, Hate Island. Woo. I mean, we've talked about this album enough. Teller rapping crazy. You know, Mega got the Secret House interview. We talked about this. We had to listen to parts.
Beat's cool. I'm excited. I need to check out the new.
I need to listen to the new
Teller.
16.
I want, because like I really enjoy Teller's rapping. I definitely like. I could imagine a future where he's got like a lot more changes going on in the beats that I'd like a lot more. But yeah, the current moment, I'm like, yeah, this is super dope. I'm excited to see where it's going. A lot of people seem to think that this is like a beginning of a new run. I've been like kind of vaguely following Teller Banks' stuff since the album with the Last Supper on the cover. And I definitely see the progression from there to where we're at now. I can see this being a new like kind of creative renaissance for the guy, and I'm excited to be.
I mean, like, this feels like the most attention he's gotten in a minute, so I can see that.
I see that being said around.
Did you check out? Have you heard the Teller album, The White People Stole My House?
White People Stole My House. That's a brilliant name for an album.
Well, White People Stole My House,
it really stole.
That was my favorite before this. No, but I would recommend that.
That was the album right before I started listening. I've heard everything since that album.
That's why I asked.
No, I haven't. I've heard Pride and Glory onwards.
I recommend, highly recommend.
Yeah, and for people listening to What's Up with the Minutes, go out to the Secret House page and check out some of those reviews. We reviewed the Ed Glorious album that KOSEY is talking about, as well as Hate Island. And Teller hit us up about the Hate Island video and was very gracious and said he loved it. So that was nice to hear. because it sounded like genuine enthusiasm, instead of just trying to like get me to promote for him later. You know what I mean? Which is what we get a lot. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was like genuine enthusiasm. He said the way y'all did that shit is like also an art form. So it's funny. It's we don't really even get that specific into like why it's interesting. We just laughing at how fucking amazing it is and how funny some of the shit is on there. So yeah, that one's good. Check that out. No link in the bio.
My next album.
Go on.
Fatboy Sharif and child actor Crayola Circles.
So true.
I'm not gonna lie. I was a big Sharif guy. Ever since like Gandhi Loves Children, I've been a Sharif guy since that album. And he dropped so much, and I just my listening habits. You know, it's been a minute since I checked out a Sharif album, but I tapped into this one because I love child actor. And you know, this is a pairing that like I've subconsciously always wanted, even though they kind of like, I don't know, they're kind of different in a lot of ways, especially with how Sharif has presented himself in past albums or like recent shit where he's like really pushing like the distortion and like the more I don't know, the more
like abrasive,
the more distorted distorted abrasive aspects of his music. So like hearing him in this context, I don't know, I just really liked it. Let me take in his writing more, because I do think he's a really interesting writer. But I usually have to like, it takes a lot of listens for me to like connect with like Sharif's writing.
Yeah.
Because it's very, I don't want to use the word abstract, but like the way he like pairs things together is not like a linear line. It's like he'll like take two concepts and push them together, and then like after like the third listen, I'm like, oh wait, that's really interesting.
Yeah. Edible arrangements. Be like, okay, I'm gonna figure that out later. No, he's very kind of, you know, a very kind of kaleidoscopic and psychedelic a bit with the language, and sometimes depending on the producer he's working with, it's kind of, they'll put things on his voice that make it even more difficult to pick up on the lyrics. And the child actor joint, you know, he still has those type of experiments, but something about it is like a little bit more like clear. For the Tree fans, I really wanted to talk about that album. That album is great, and it's also one of my favorites of the year.
We could talk about it right now.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, we could. Yeah.
It's great.
I mean,
I think,
like I say about all the time when we do like album discussions on here, like I do that so much for Secret House Against It. I just always want to be like, go ahead, talk about it. Yeah, enjoy it. But
I feel you.
I like that when I discuss stuff like that. Oftentimes I like to have my thoughts together on it, you know, because I think I tend to treat the music like, especially with like a Sharif or people that I know and care about, I would like to give them like the respect of like not just recalling the work, you know what I mean, and saying I feel good about it, you know. So that's why I also like, Secret House is kind of my primary outlet when it comes to discussing albums. And I think because I've been doing that for like 3 years, I don't know how to be a regular nigga. This, like, when I hear y'all talk about music, I'm like, all right, yeah, but I need to delve in deeper. I need to figure this out. Like, you just said something. We should probably look at that a little bit more.
He said we just surface level ass niggas. We surface level ass niggas, nothing to say. I get it.
No, I mean, we're in a casual conversation. I just want to make it clear that I am not casual. I'm a deep. I'm like one of those. I basically
Nuts.
Under my clothes all the time. I got on a dashiki and there's a kufi under this, and I'm just making sure that the brothers really know where I'm at when I'm trying to talk to these light skinned white women's and shit.
You know, that's tough. That's tough. We rocking with you.
Light-skinned white women.
Light-skinned white women, yeah. What they're called? They're called Irish. That's what they're called.
Shout out, dude.
Now, at number 5, this is where I leave my target audience.
Is it that needs to be the carpenter?
No, but you'll probably view it the same. Casino by Baby Keem.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just fuck with the album, bro. I'm sorry. I just fuck with the album.
Shut the fuck up.
See, this is why if you're listening, don't ever do a podcast with underground hip hop niggas, bro. They're all elitist pricks. They're all elitist assholes. You can't enjoy anything around these niggas.
Yeah, I mean, I've kept my opinions on this short. I've kept my opinions on this very, very clear. I think that album is trash. I think that album is genuinely bad. I think like.
Now listen. If you're listening to the podcast, and you like that album like me, You don't have to take Ko's a hater at heart.
If you're a fan of this podcast and you listen to the album and you thought it was brilliant, you know what, mate? Maybe you're not even a fan of this podcast for real.
I like some of Baby Keem stuff, man.
I like some of Baby Keem stuff,
bro. I like his energy, bro. I like his energy. A lot of the shit is ghost written as hell, but I like the Baby Keem's appeal to me is his voice. That's the key, his voice and his delivery, and the more he plays with that, the more I am entertained. And I feel like he thoroughly explores different ideas and stuff on this album. He has rapidy rap shit, he has more casual, energetic shit, and I don't know.
It's crazy.
I get enjoyment out of that.
Let me just say something real quick. My disdain and the look on my face is not because he said that he likes Baby Keem. It's the thing. The problem for me is that he said we'll freestyle, and then he decided to make a detailed list of how many albums.
I literally said,
even upon to the point where he's discussing albums that he knows that you and I both do not appreciate. He wanted to have this time to get his shit off. He could have gave us 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, I would be able to put a list together about this. And now I got to listen to this nigga about I like Baby Keem.
I said, I preface this for a reason. I preface this by saying, I made this list before we knew we were doing this podcast in this way. So I was last second, I was oh wait, I'm talking about this shit.
And to be fair, also to Trey's point, Trey was going to zoom through this shit.
Trey was top 3 albums, not your top 10 list.
Yeah, but the thing is, Trey was going to just do that, and then I came in and was like, no, go through him slowly. I want to talk.
Yeah, you did.
I like talking. Okay, wait, I want to hit on Kane real quick.
We got to fill time.
Let me hit on.
No, we don't. You are not obliged to these, man. This is not something we.
Yes, we.
I
am obligated to my audience.
We want.
I am obligated to my audience. Listen. As long as y'all are on the Patreon, y'all can ask me to do anything. I will throw ads for you niggas.
Wait, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna ask you bust it open for us.
Bust it open for a real nigga real quick, bro. Bust it open for a real nigga, bro.
Yeah. That's how you can just see. This is the same shit almost happened to motherfucking FD Signifier and shit. You know what I mean? You gotta watch out. Go ahead with the list. Go ahead.
Get through the rest of the list. Number 4, Isaiah Rashad. It's been awful.
I didn't even get to hate on Baby Keem.
You want me to say more on Baby Keem, bro?
I have more to say on Baby Keem. I'm trying to hate.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Okay, we can move on.
Isaiah Rashad, it's been awful. Now I was difficult. I had difficulty trying to determine how I wanted to rate this album in a sense, because I said this when it was mentioned on the recommendations when we talked about it briefly. But the album in its full, there's a lot of tracks that breaks up the sequence of shit that I don't fuck with. So I did something I rarely ever do. I made a playlist and only put the songs I like. And when I only put the songs I like, that is one of my favorite albums this year. But that's not the full body of work. So I'm a little biased.
I'm rocking with the idea. I definitely think obviously all of this enjoyment of all of this shit is so arbitrary in the first place. Yes. Who really give a fuck if you're gonna move around an album? Albums are already a kind of a product of we just needed to sell some shit,
but see,
and then it became an artistic. No, I mean for me it's the idea of an album as great as albums have become, they stem from just we need to sell this music. What's the easiest way for us to do that? Let's put a bunch of songs on this thing.
True.
That's they didn't form as a let me create this collective beautiful body of work. They started as we just need to sell some songs. Fucking put this one with this one. Yeah, sure, that will work. And so for me, when someone does the type of thing you're saying, when they don't listen to an album in full, they kind of pick and choose on what they do like. It's yeah, I don't see why I would be an arsehole and say that's the incorrect way of listening to music when the actual history of this shit says otherwise. I get.
This is actually a good. This is a pretty good topic. This is a pretty good topic to go through sometime.
Frustrating thing to me because I've definitely had experiences where I'm talking about music with somebody, and they are viewing the album, the full scope of the project purely off of the songs they like, which makes sense. But when I'm viewing albums, I'm viewing it as a full body of work. So if they're Iceman's a classic album, what are you talking about? I have 10 tracks off of this that I really, really enjoy. and they're only speaking to those 10 tracks, and I'm like, nigga, there's a whole project, there's a whole other rest of the project that I think impedes with, you know, the highlights of it that you think. So I don't know. I feel like it prevents a skewed lens when talking about music.
And Mega's right, actually. That is a really interesting topic. Like the idea of like everyone, because I think it's very easy with the album. With how incredible the artists in the sphere that we are in are at creating a project that is like fully a cohesive body of work, like singular work that every single track is brilliant. You want to return to it and listen to it from front to back, yada yada yada. That is like a really interesting like a evolution of what the album is, rather than what the album is. You know, like the album is in terms of like what the point and purpose of the.
I mean, we'll pocket it in. Let me give an album. Let me give an album that I like. Let me put an album out that I've really been fucking with a lot this year. Just a little bit out of the wheelhouse y'all think that I'll be fucking with, but I've been having this album blasting a lot, especially with the summer months. It's Natia. I don't know if y'all know who that is. He's a Natia. Natia. He's a rapper from Inglewood, California, and y'all know that's where I grew up. But the album is called Twice as Good for Half as Much, and twice is spelled with a 2 instead of a T, and 4 is a 4. But it's gangster rap shit, and it's like the lyrics ain't dense like that. But you know, hold on, I got y'all. Hold on.
You Kelly nigga. Yeah, this is mega ghetto as hell.
Hold on. You know, that West Coast gangster shit is just so close to me because it was formative when I was growing up that the homies listened to that. Even when I had other shit in the headphones, like you outside, everybody drive by, they got something pumping like that, a lot of G-Funk type of shit. You know, I was talking to my man. I was, you know, just the other night I was listening to all the Warren G-Funk album. I remember I picked that up from you know, the liquor store right at the end of the street for $5, a bootleg with a bootleg tape where they just photocopied the cover and it was just a regular recorded tape on the inside, and it's like that's how we used to get it. So like, yeah, sometimes I go back to a lot of West Coast.
So you're a big fan of the new YG album?
Actually, like when it comes to a lot of the more popular cats, I'm not too familiar. The reason I heard about this cat Nati is because he had a music video where in the video they shooting a music video and they get into a police chase. The police start chasing them and shit. And I don't know if it's real or not, but it was like, damn, that's crazy. You know, I think it was real, but yeah, he Inglewood cat, and yeah, so I fuck with it. And he got a real West Coast type of Los Angeles type of slang. And sometimes when I get drunk enough, I slip right back into that shit. I did that shit during the State of the Game joint I did with Dano. By the time at the end of the night, I was so drunk, we was talking about West Coast so much, I was just already boom, right back into it. And people like, oh, I didn't know Mega sound country. It's like, nah, man, that's West Coast.
Yes,
you know, you brought up the YG album.
Are you gonna bring up the song?
No, okay, I was just gonna make sure that the song was on the album. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it at all.
You don't have to talk about it.
Well, y'all gotta explain to me what the hell y'all talking about now.
So,
okay. Why you bring it up?
No, I was just
we're gonna talk about it.
Okay, we can do that very briefly. Basically, YG made this song that's like, what if I was a horrible transphobe and I beat up a trans person and then I realized that trans person was a human being afterwards?
Deep.
Yeah.
Now, I will contextualize this. I will contextualize this. YG is in his era where he's trying to be a conscious gangster nigga. Yeah. He's in that era. So he does talk about really important shit like him being exposed to sex at too young an age. So people are approaching the project through that lens because I guess he's being like a little more mindful than he usually would be. But he makes this track as if it's, you know, it's a very profound thing, but it doesn't really come to any real conclusion because he like creates a hypothetical where he finds a trans woman attractive and then finds out she's a trans woman and then like
how dare you
attacks her. But then at the end she's like but like I love God too, like I'm also a Christian. He's like, damn,
oh shit,
I gotta think about this. But like because I was reading the lyrics as I was listening to it, and I was trying to have faith. I'm like, okay, he's gonna connect it to, he's gonna bring it through, and then it gets to the point where he's like actually abusing the woman in the song, and I'm like, okay, where do we go from here? And then he ends it with, but I love God too, and I'm like, bro, what? There's no conclusion to this.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy.
This sounds really profound. Actually, it just inspired me. Like I kind of got like a movie script idea right now. I kind of
please don't.
Kind of just do. No, but sometimes niggas like people gonna rap about what they what they're coming through, and it sounds like he's trying to get to a point, or maybe see that's the nefarious thing about it, because they could be trying to get to a point, or they could understand that there is a lane for this to actually get legs and maybe push him into a direction that makes him more money, because it could be nefarious. Who knows? But,
I don't think
congratulations.
It was like
YG.
a malicious. I don't think it was a malicious track, but it just became very apparent that he has not spoken to any actual trans women on this topic, which made for a very like underdeveloped track. But the thing is, like, the way people are promoting it, like all the usual hip hop talking heads are like, "Yo, this is so progressive," and "Oh my god, this is so profound." And it's like you haven't spoken to like any trans women on this at all.
It's crazy.
Like, why do you think this is profound?
Because one of the reasons though to not even play devil's advocate is because like having that opinion in certain places does not fly, man. Like straight up and down. Like even when I rock with like I even rock with the Muslim homies and shit, like if it's some gay shit, they're just like, whoa. And,
I agree.
Maybe that's the first conversation that Cole and I were kind of having about that Kendrick Lamar joint.
Yeah, I think
and I understand it for that audience, but I'm saying like for the talking heads in the hip hop space, they should know better, because they are people that know better, and that they should have better reading comprehension when it comes to the art and be more critical of it. I think it's a little cynical just to prop it up and be like,
people were woke scolding it, or they were championing it, or like both.
Not really. It was most people. It's kind of like this noble savage effect where like YG by virtue of being like this gangster person, just simply having a song about this that isn't outright antagonistic, is treated as this big stride.
Yeah, we're a couple years past that, I think. But I mean, good for him. Yeah. Maybe, I don't fucking know.
No,
like...
bad.
All right. Yeah. We don't have to go. We don't have to go into it more. We don't have to go into it more.
I just anything else you wanted to say on it?
Yeah. I'm just shocked that we still here, man. Like it's wild. Yeah. It's wild. I understand. Like there are definitely loads of people who are not far in their journey to understand that making a song where you beat someone up and then at the end they go, so I like God is not a good point, not a good like explanation of the point that you're making. But I think that we should still demand more. I think that it still is something worth critiquing, regardless of if we can see that, oh, okay, some people are trying. I'm seeing a lot of that where it's like someone being like, but he's trying to do better, yada yada, similar to like the Kendrick thing. I think the Kendrick thing is at least in a lot better taste. I don't think it's brilliant, but I think it's in better taste. I think like the idea of making a song like this where it's you realizing your mistake is definitely a really brilliant way to reach people who are on this, who are transphobic, homophobic, etc. Similar like J. Cole did the same shit where he was like, I used to hate this gay ass nigga on the block, and then I realized that gay ass nigga was just a gay nigga and he was cool. And it's like, realistically, like, I just feel like, I feel like this is better than nothing, but it's still
sometimes it's not
best case scenario. Best case scenario, a casual YG fan, a casual YG fan hears this and they're like, this is kind of an interesting topic to rap about. Maybe I'll think about it and then I'll move on with my life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying that there's no chance this changes anyone's mind. And I think one person's mind getting changed is probably.
But it doesn't
cool.
Try hard.
It doesn't. Yeah, we could be more. We could be more. Anyways,
right,
Trey, go with your list.
I'm trying to finish the rest of this list.
Wait.
I'm gonna keep on jumping in too. I'm gonna keep on jumping. I got an album.
No, we don't have to talk about the next one because we did a whole episode about it.
Wait, Mega, what were you about to say? You had something more to say about the YG shit. You said it's not about changing people's mind.
Oh yeah, sometimes it's not about changing people's minds. Sometimes it's about this person just making something they feel like is themselves. Like I don't look to YG for any positions that are valuable. Like you know what I mean? Like it's what I feel about the Kendrick shit too. It's like, all right, good, maybe you changed somebody's mind, but really, like this is a very surface level critique. And if you really want to figure that shit out, you probably have a better chance watching one of these Jubilee debates. You know what I mean? Like it's like you know, and that shit is fucking 100% fucking monopile trash. You know, like just slop. But you know, like I don't listen to why. Like I don't expect shit from these guys. Like I like even like looking at Billy Woods and be like, well, Billy, why aren't you doing more to talk about anything? Like it's like, nah, nigga, I don't care, bro. It's like it's fucking art. Like YG, who the fuck? Like you know, a lot of songs I listen to that I like about YG is like fucking bitches. Like I don't need to hear him try to tell me about how to feel about trans women. It's like, wow, you got fucking scared. Like you realize that
Trey,
trans women
doing,
are women. Like congratulations,
Trey, what you
man.
doing, bro? You're 22 years old.
He got the mustache on.
Why did you say that? What the fuck?
He's acting real childish right here. Let's just go.
No, Trey, you can do it. My bad.
Anyways,
I didn't mean to steal your whippy from you, bro.
Let's move on.
My fault.
Next album.
Number 3. We do not have to elaborate on this because we talked about it for almost an hour. Elucid said Bash. I guess it had to be there at number 3.
Okay.
Do we agree? We have nothing else to say.
Well, that was one of the ones that I said about. Yeah, that's one of the ones of my favorites of this year too, for sure. Definitely 2 songs on there are probably like top 10 songs for me this year that I go back to.
Equiano is crazy. Equiano, is that what it said? I don't know.
Yes, I was listening to it right before we started. Okay, I went one addendum. The Lorax, the track with Woods, when the beat switches and gets to Lucid's verse, that's one of Lucid's great. That nigga is bombing on that verse. That nigga, insane shit.
Facts.
Let's hear it in my ears.
Oh, he done got that same shit that Dash got.
This is what Dash do to people, bro. Dash has been going around infecting the youth. It's fucked up. It's fucked
you know,
up.
One of my favorite lines. One of my favorite lines from that track is he says historically.
Nigga, I thought we were going to talk about it.
I just have to say this line, bro. Historically speaking, you might die before they put something on it. I don't know. I just love that line. It reminds me of before you put something on it. Have you ever had like you get like really fucked up as a kid, like you get like really fucked up bruise, and then your grandma or something's like put something on that. It's like you might die before they put something on it. Historically speaking. But track number 2, not a hip hop album.
Wait, Trey. Also, you know, one of the other ways that I thought about that line is historically speaking, you might die before they put some on it. It's like, you know how I always say like put some snaps on the petrol and shit, right? We used to say put some on it. Like,
I was thinking about that too.
Put $5 on it and shit. Like, so if you're in a situation that's dire and you need your rent, you need, you know what I mean, you need to pay this next phone bill, or even in today's modern days where it's like, yo, I got to GoFundMe for my my medical illness. Like you might, historically speaking, you might die before they put it on it. So I actually didn't even think about the way that you thought about it as a childhood.
I heard it both ways, but
yeah, that part is hard.
Yeah, that whole verse is just insane.
Yeah.
Track 2, Liv and Kareem Riggins, Gina.
Let me put mine next before you put yours on.
Oh, okay. So after this one, you go.
Yeah.
Okay, the pleasure is yours. Amazing.
Also,
bro. This is so good.
Yeah, no. Album's brilliant. Album's brilliant. Just want to quickly say, you said track 2 instead of album 2, just so the people know at home. I know everyone's confused.
Yeah, my fault.
This is Trey's second album, not track.
My fault. Thank you.
Album's brilliant.
Thank you,
You're very welcome. I'm helping the people at home. I'm just here for the people. Go on. You're not here for the people, Mega?
Nah, yo, I don't know why I be hating on this nigga Kareem Riggins so much. Like, some reason in my
wait, have you heard this project?
No, but what I'm saying is I've been hating on Kareem for like multiple years now, and I do not know why. I must have seen something or got something, because like I've listened to his beat joints and shit before and shit like that, and I've listened, you know, but like I kind of feel like he's not a dope enough jazz nigga to be like getting the credit he gets for some shit. I don't know, but I've been hating on him for a long time, and I did not even look. I didn't know this was out. I didn't know to think about doing it.
That's so crazy. We brought this up to you.
We brought it up like 3 times on the podcast.
No, but what I'm saying is like I didn't know it was, you know, I don't know nothing about it. I don't know who this other people's is.
Highly recommend, bro.
Yeah, I don't listen to you a lot.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
I appreciate your opinion. I'll check it out. I'll figure it out maybe perhaps.
I mean, if you like Liv, this is just kind of Liv doing a more I'd say more like subdued version of her style really well.
Yeah,
it's just kind of it's just her stuff again. You know, it's brilliant. I think it's her like most agreeable album, I guess. I think the approaches of it are definitely the most like typical neo soul she's been on, and I think that it works really well for her. I think that it's a brilliant project. A lot of really shining moments of it on it. I love Liv.
Typical and Liv are not things that I feel like I want to hear together.
It's
like,
not typical like bad.
Liv.
I just
I wouldn't say typical bad.
I don't think typical. I think typical in terms of like it's not as maybe adventurous as Girl in the Half Shell. Not is that what it's called? Girl in the Half Shell.
Yeah, Girl Half Pearl.
Girl Half Pearl.
Half Pearl. I'm all stuck in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, bro. That's fucked. That's fucking crazy. I was
oh, this is Venus the Turtle.
Yeah. No, my bad.
You remember the sexy Ninja Turtle girl? They always try to make them sexy and shit. Yeah.
What?
Every time they have a character that's like they got sexy Transformers. Like, why do Transformers shapely and sexy?
Right.
Like,
No, you're right.
Yeah. If you look at Venus, I remember like there was like a live action joint. You look at Venus, it's like, why is she got a little bit of ass? Like, she got ass in the half shell. What is going on here?
See, I personally, I'm a fan of Ninja Turtles, but like my fandom of Ninja Turtles is super scattered. I have not seen Venus before this very moment.
LARP.
You're right. Yeah, this is strange. I'm confused, and we should move on so I don't have to think about Venus any longer. Or
don't ever do that again. Never.
What album did you want to bring up?
One album that I've been rocking with a lot and playing a lot this year is the new Nicholas F. The Undisputed. I'm a big fan of Nicholas F. I think it's a great place to go for some really dope, well-constructed raps that are funny, creative, span a lot of pop culture, and he's got a dope voice, and his production choices be really good too. Voice. Like actually, me and Dash were talking about getting together and doing a whole discussion, not a deep dive, but just like a really to give some flowers to Nicholas F. because it's kind of rare that I see a lot of people really go off on how dope he is, and man, Nick has got so many styles. Like he's a real MC's MC. Like so many styles, so many approaches. Like he can hit you with, like you listen to Trill Burr and then you listen to like Gucci Mane Clone. It's like two worlds apart, but just bombing. He's the GOAT. He's one of my favorites. Easily the best rapper of all time. Put a stamp on it. Yeah, Nicholas.
Easily the best rapper of all time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
it's either you're the best rapper of all time or you whack. For me, that's how it's like. Well, there's 3 tiers. It's like you pretty good, you the best rapper of all time, or you're absolutely trash. And most of the rappers that I like, Nicholas F. Is going to be on that like best rapper of all time. Just like we was talking about Quelle Chris, best rapper of all time. Like nigga, I'm not here to debate whether or not. Say what you will. You know what I mean? But like Open Mike Eagle,
Nicholas F. is dope.
Yeah, he's just one of those MCs for me that I could always go to his album and then throw it on. I know it's gonna have a dope beat. I know it's gonna be like bars. He inspires me to write better. Like he makes me want to write better type of shit. Like wow, when he says something simple like I stand like Omega Red, I'm like, why is that line absolutely the simplest like dumbest shit possible? But at the same time, the way that nigga Red be standing on Marvel vs. Capcom is like, bro, that's me too, Nicholas F. I'm just like you, brother. Oh, Najee, we the same. It's all us. It's me and you against, the people that dispute it. I love Nick F. But yeah, that's me.
Shout out Nick F.
My album of the year so far. What album do you think it is?
Forever Dream?
No! That was last year. That's cheating.
That was last year? Damn, nigga, yes, I'm old.
The deluxe came out this year.
Damn, nigga, I'm
old. Hold on. I'm trying to think.
You trying to
guess? I know who it is.
Well, what is it?
It's Pompeii and Utility.
Specifically Utility, yes.
Yeah.
Utility is my album of the year. Yes, I can, nigga. They got when you get the vinyl, that shit is 2 separate discs.
Okay, you right.
Wait, applause for Mega. Hold on. Shout out Mega. Going into this, I expect that Mike to have the better half.
Yeah,
I didn't
me too.
expect either of these to stick with me like that. I'm not gonna lie. But nigga, Utility is a crazy. Just I don't. There's this real earworm quality to it. Like these tracks are rent free in my head, and I like it makes sense why Earl is like so good in this bag because like he's been doing some level of this for a while, but like just doing it over Surf Gang production, it just works so well. It works so well, and I feel like Earl has like so many lines on this. I don't know, like this might be my favorite Earl album. I can't.
Oh
lie.
wow, I
can't
gotta
lie.
be honest. Haven't really listened to it. Haven't
That's
really
fair.
got through it.
Okay,
Yeah.
now that we're the okay.
I got one more. I got one more.
I also
okay,
have one
okay,
more
okay.
now, but
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
do. I'm going to talk about the L joint real quick. I think. What? No, I like the L joint. I actually really like the L joint. I'm not big on the mic
I
side.
was just saying the lyrics.
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't really hear you, so I assumed you were hating.
Well, Trey's disrespectful all the time. You always think it's like you got to watch your background. It's like,
Yeah,
he just
of
says
course.
some underhanded at me.
Yeah. The utility is brilliant. I think it's been interesting because I've been hating on Earl doing this more subdued, like a looser delivery for most of the other places it's appeared. What is it called? I really disliked his delivery on like Voida, and a few
Yeah.
on a few of the tracks on.
Got to
few of the
sprinkle
tracks
some
on
baguette
Sick.
on that shit.
Yeah. Few of the tracks on Sick, I really disliked the approach of like this type of delivery. But I think this type of production on the Surf Gang shit, it really serves for the pockets that the more looser, subdued delivery like brings him towards. Yeah, it's great. I definitely haven't returned to it nearly as much as Trey has, and I think my favorite
I'll
album,
play
my
this
favorite
obnoxious
songs.
amount of times.
Damn. Okay, fair enough. I think my favorite songs on the whole thing are on Mike's side, but I think Mike's side is significantly weaker. Like Afro on Mike's side, is my favorite track between the two. But I think other than Afro, Minty, and Back Home, I'm not really a big fan of that side. But on O's side, every single one of the songs, I'm at least like, this is at least pretty good to great. You know, so I'd say I'm definitely bigger on the O side. What's the
Damn,
Charlie
they told me
Tuna
I'm
joint?
straight, baby.
What?
Couple sold out shows in the London date. My fault.
You're right.
What track? What track?
The Charlie Tuna. I don't know if that's how that's pronounced.
Charlie
That track's
Tuna.
cool.
Yes.
That track's cool.
I remember
Are you
too
familiar
much.
with Charlie Tuna?
Testing my
That's
forgiveness
one
to
of
you.
the. That's
I
one
feel
of
like
the,
Charlie Tuna. I'm the best one in the group.
Yeah, well, that's
Good
one
life,
of the
These
flip
niggas
no,
been the
flip
truth.
mode niggas.
You
Is that flip
fibbing?
mode?
You
No.
addicted to it.
Jurassic
mind, what is that?
5, West
Oh,
Coast,
my
Good
bad.
Life.
Now everyone's
Project
gonna make fun
Low,
of me in the comments.
California
Oh my gosh.
Legend.
Damn,
California
poser,
Legend.
poser.
Cali Tuna.
Everyone's writing in the comments right now. Ko doesn't know her hip hop history. Oh my gosh, he should die.
But
That's
yeah,
okay.
I'm
bad.
this is like a
Nah,
surprisingly
they
sentimental
playing that
Earl
they
album
playing
as
that
well.
YG song too. It's all right. You believe in God, don't you? She said, "Oh my God!" at the beginning of the episode. Maybe we together, really. Maybe I can see some humanity in her eyes a little bit. Bitch. God damn! Like, calm down. Woo.
Y'all are ignorant, bro. Y'all are ignorant.
No, yeah, but you know, one of the things that I like as I was listening to it and jumping through the albums, both of them, I thought it was going to be a little bit more varied production wise and more interesting to me because the Tigray Funk from Sideshow, I loved it so much because of the beats were just strange and different, and I felt like there was a kind of
You trying to say
homogenous
all
kind of
these
sound.
Drug rappers rap the same?
Well, no, I just is Sideshow a drug rapper? Is Mike a drug? Like what I'm saying is like it's Surf Gang stuff on that Tigray Funk, and I wasn't really familiar with them. But the Surf, like, if that album feels so weird and unexpected, like the track from track to track and the styling is really different on that. Where I felt like there's a really homogenous kind of like haze over Pompeii, and you know what I mean? Like it just didn't really work for me like that. It was kind of boring to me when I listened to it, and yeah.
Is the Tigray Funk thing Surf Gang?
No, there's a lot of producers on it, but Harrison
it's
from
just
Surf
in
Gang
the
is on there
10K
like
it's in the
4 or
10K
5
world.
Yeah, it's like there's like probably 4 or 5 joints on that is with Harrison from Surf Gang.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know exactly who Surf Gang is, but yeah,
The best
I remember,
verse on both
yeah.
sides is still Neonte on Fear.
It's okay to be wrong, but it's cool. You know, it's cool.
No.
That Tigray Funk is really good too, though. By the way,
Neonte said, "Bitch, so hot I didn't turn agnostic."
What does it even mean?
Wait, say that line again.
Bitch so hot, I turned agnostic. Wait, you say bitch so hot, I turned agnostic?
I turned agnostic. Well, decided to can't catch a body then. What, bro?
What? Wait, what? What?
I'm trying to like.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
I'm trying to figure it out. This is like when back when catches used to tell me. They used to tell me Kanye lines and be like, "Yo, that's hard." And I'd be like, "Wait, what?"
The way I picture it, this is the way I picture it. He's trying to get like a certain girl, right? Mm-hmm. And like he's usually religious, but like for her lifestyle, he'll turn agnostic.
I was thinking the other way around, where he's an atheist, and he meets a bitch so bad that she goes to church. So he's like, oh shit, no, I promise I like God. I promise.
Right,
you know, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking is going on there.
Okay, I kind of like that.
But every black person's settings are Christian by default, bro. So he had to turn agnostic.
That's not true, nigga.
Oh my god, I can't have no hyperbole around this nigga.
I don't like how you try to do that to black folks, man. Considering all the Muslims and shit. My dad wasn't no Christian.
Listen.
We ain't had no swine in the house.
What do y'all want to talk about? Now listen, I did go on the
I got one more.
Instagram. Okay.
I got one more. Just an easy one. And maybe y'all fuck with it because this is like, you know, thuggy.
Go on.
Is that a word? Thuggy. Anyways, J.U.S. and Rafi, Treasures. I like this album. I liking this shit
know that album
J.U.S.
was out.
Oh, it's hard. You didn't know? I fucking let everybody know. Hold on, shit.
You miss me, bro.
What'd you say this is called? Where's this?
J.U.S. and Rafi. The person who made the amazing album, God, Goku, Jay-Z.
God, Goku, Jay-Z.
Yeah, and GoFundMe Corvette. Like, you don't fuck with J.U.S.? I love that. Yo, that God Goku Jay-Z joint is tight.
Bro, when I saw it, bro.
That Ray kill on that shit.
I saw that, I'm like, nigga, I have to listen to this. I just saw the name, I'm like, nigga, I have to listen to this.
God, Goku, Jay-Z, and no one told me about this?
Oh, no, it's so amazing. Like,
no one.
What is the lyric?
No one told me about God, Goku, Jay-Z. They don't even stand what a nigga's
saying because a nigga's saying. It's hard. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Them niggas Mr. Satan. What do they say on that shit? That shit is so incredibly hard.
Yeah. I can't believe no one told me about this.
Yeah. Here we go. They don't know what a nigga's saying because a nigga's saying. Any niggas saying. Wait, hold on. It jumped because Genius do that. They don't know what a nigga's saying because a nigga's saying. Super Saiyan. Any nigga in my way, I'm a Kamehameha. Niggas on the side hating, they be Mr. Satan. Bro, this shit, the cops come on, freeze them, put you in a cell. Yeah, it's fucking hard. Yeah. Oh, any nigga in my way, I'm a Kamehameha. Niggas on the side hating, they be Mr. Satan. Fat Ray bombs on that shit. Yeah,
that's so crazy. That's so crazy.
Goku Jay-Z is so fucking amazing.
Yeah, I don't think there will ever be a better album title than God Goku Jay-Z. I genuinely don't think you
it's up there. It's up there.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's very up there.
All right. Yeah. Now that we made it through our lists, do we want to talk about Trackable?
Listen, well, before that,
shout out to the people. Shout out to that individual who posted our neoliberalism video on the Dead End Hip Hop
subreddit.
Yeah, we had a bozo come in through there and try to do political joints. It's clear he didn't watch the video. I tossed him a couple messages today just saying how deeply serious the bullshit was. Like, yeah, well, no, like at first I wasn't, but then I was just like, yo, this nigga is so obnoxious to be like, there's a whole video with us having 30 minutes of nuanced conversations about neoliberalism, how it affects art, how it affects commerce, how it affects rap music, and this person just gonna hop in the comment be like, liberalism is the best system of government in the world, and then start trying to bomb on people for being fucking ideologically impaired and all types of bullshit. I'm like, nigga, if I said all the shit that I said in that video and that's what you comment to me, you deeply unserious. And also the way that he was using words like authoritarianism, you just know this nigga's a bitch and he ain't never read a lick of theory. He's just completely subsumed and ensconced by capitalist realism like a little bitch ass nigga he is. And I bet you, look, I don't want to jump to any conclusions.
No, keep going.
I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but it seemed like a white man made that comment and I was disappointed. I was disappointed in my white people, man. It's like sometimes you just gotta do a little bit better. You got 3 niggas up here, 3 diverse niggas from all over the globe having a nuance, and that was the point of the fucking. That was the point of the share. Not the fact that we were actually saying that stuff, but the fact that there is an outlet that is doing something beyond our top 10 albums of the year. Shout out to Dre for that topic. You know what I mean? But we actually do that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like the majority of our topics and our conversations are outside of the typical talking points that occur through the dozens and hundreds of fucking hip hop slop made by people who are fans of hip hop. And I hadn't seen anybody really get into it before outside of Theory, and I've never seen any underground cats who are really a part of the culture and really outside, you know, participating, doing that shit, talk about it. And this bitch ass nigga just gonna be like, look, I see the title, look at me, I'm a smart fucking Irishman. I don't fucking know, man.
Why are we hating on the Irish today?
No, I Oh,
hey,
you
Dash
misread
is
me.
Irish.
You misread me. I was giving props to the light-skinned white women. I love the Irish. Irish people is my people. I don't consider them white people the same way I consider those waspy Anglo-Saxons, those posh niggas that you be around all the time over there to be walking around your neighborhoods and shit, talking about fucking
my neighborhoods.
Biscuits.
Hey,
bring no fucking crackers to me.
you lay your biscuits, bro.
Trey gonna get your ass. Trey got real biscuits and gravy where Trey come from. Trey got biscuits and gravy in his house. Right now,
don't say shit about
eating them hard ass crackers.
That shit back, bro.
Eating them hard ass
right now, nigga. Don't fucking say that shit about my biscuits, bro. I swear to God.
They're called motherfucking cookies or crackers. You know, fucking biscuits. Goddamn, biscuits is fluffy. You come in a little joint, you rip the paper off in a spiral, and you pop it. It's beautiful. You put it on the tray. It's like bread. It's fucking delicious. It's like fucking 12 minutes. You know what I mean? Biscuits. I'm just saying, no, but like it was really nice of that person to post that shit up, and it was really fucking obnoxious for the other person to do what they did.
I forgot.
I'm gonna check their username. Wait, their username is apprehensive tie 4930.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Generated gamer tag. Shout out to you.
I think because I'm not logged into Reddit, I can only see 3 comments on that post. It says there are 36, which is so fucking many. But I can only read Trey's one and someone called Fish and Cheese for now saying agreed. So from my perspective, the people love us. The people love us and have nothing bad to say. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the ignorant state that I live in.
I personally, you know, I've seen a couple Secret House videos posted and shared and stuff before, and I've even hopped in and said, hey, that's me. But yeah, I mean, I don't really care. It's like if I really wanted to try to get on a wave and massage the algo and do that, I would do that type of stuff. But I generally feel I've got a separate account for my porn. Thank you. But yeah, my regular Reddit account, you know, was whatever. But yeah, I don't make content for people to consume like that. I make it for people to connect with it and create a community and have, you know, that going. And by community, I don't mean share it so the community grows. It's like, no, if you found this, congratulations, you've got the direction to my secret place, and because of that, your mind has produced the jewel, and you may be able to maintain your position in this league of extraordinary Negroes if you don't get kicked out, Leo.
And speaking of being a part of the community, we have a Discord. And I'm shouting out way too late because I forgot to do it in the intro. Join in the bio. I'm gonna put it down there in the bio. A lot of people joined the Secret House recently, and I'm assuming it's because of that. Would be cool. We're enjoying the new folk. We like people and also conversations about what we're doing, about what hip hop is doing, about other things, etc. The culture at large. We need conversations. Or at least it's nice to have conversations. Who knows? Who knows what we need? Who knows what we want? We're here. We're doing the thing. You guys brought up Goku.
I was gonna say,
what is it?
Hey!
I want to talk about Dragon Ball.
Okay, but like we can still supposed to be a primarily music podcast.
I thought you were.
We can talk about anime. I thought
you wanted to talk about art and the way y'all create your art.
Yeah, but then we started doing some other shit.
Like art. Anyways,
I don't make art. I don't do art. I've never done an art.
Listen,
never.
I went on the What's Up with the Minutes Instagram, and I was like, "Look, we freestyle today. If you want to ask us a question, send a question."
Oh shit!
And we got at least 2 responses.
What?
So if you want to do it, we can do it.
What are
I
they?
was gonna say.
Wait, let me read
One
the
of the
questions first, see if they're worthy.
Was a lot of trolling. So there's actually no. We have three unserious questions and one serious question. The serious question is,
Why are you
which
gay?
which rapper had the biggest impact on your enjoyment of hip hop? And then the
that's a
other
good question.
two of them are, what kind of American is Mega, and when will the comment finally come and finish us off from Mendici?
Wait, you missed one of them. You missed the comment
What
that says,
kind of
why
American is Mega?
Wait, can we acknowledge, before we go to those questions that Mandisi asked, Trey specifically forgot to mention the question that says, why is Trey such a hateful, spiteful, lame ass, bitch ass nigga? Trey mentioned the two other joke comments and missed out on the one.
You did it on purpose, bro. Let's address that one first. Let's address that one first.
I'll address it. Let me address it.
I don't think Trey is that big of a hater, to be honest. I don't know what you do on social media, but when you with us, you're not a hater.
That question was from my good friend of about 7-8 years. So it's just
I thought it was
gonna
be
7, 8.
Okay,
7, 8.
I thought it was gonna be like that question was from my mom, and I told her, "Get out of my room now, mom! I still want the blue Labubu."
I hate you niggas.
Why is Trey such
I
a
get it.
hateful, spiteful,
that's
lame
a
ass,
funny one.
bitch ass
Yeah,
nigga?
Nah, you don't need to. I actually don't like. Now that we've been doing this what's up with the minutes for almost a year now, like, and I'm having more like immediate conversation with Trey. Like, I don't think Trey's a hater at all for the most part. Usually his takes are pretty balanced and nuanced, and he usually, when he does dislike something, there is a particular reason. I hate more than Trey. This, like, I'd be like, I don't know why I don't like this nigga Kareem Riggins is a spider sense thing. Trey hardly ever does that. He hardly
Trey
ever
always
does
on us when we doing that. Trey was on us
Yeah.
because we were doing that for Sean C last week. Trey be checking us on shit.
Yeah,
fucked.
he might be the
y'all
least
can do
hater
it, bro.
of the squad. He might be the least hater.
He might be the
What
least
do
hater.
they mean? What type of American am I? Okay. Is that? Oh, okay. I got it. Like, all right. So, I give a little like. Yeah, okay. Well, my father is a black Seminole. He's a black man who's got a lot of Native American blood in him on both sides of the family, going back multiple generations through the Seminole tribe. The only tribe that didn't sign a peace treaty with the United States of America, the only tribe that didn't have indentured servants or slaves made for the black folks in the United States. Largely a huge contingent of the black people who were part of that community were escaped slaves, Geechee-Gola individuals, and they spoke, forms of Creole and Chickasaw, and so my father is that. My mother is the first person from her family to come to the United States, and she did that by getting pregnant and with the military. But my mother is from the Philippines. I was born in New York. I moved to Cali when I was 2. I went to Hawaii when I was 15. And yeah, that's the type of I'm a real American, but now I'm what they would call an anime American, one of the best types apparently. So yeah, that's what type of American I am.
Shout out. We rocking with
you want to answer the actual question?
Okay.
Mandisi asked that, so I'm assuming he was just trying to piss you off.
Oh, okay. He's like this.
What artist?
I'm really thinking like, oh, this is trying to get me. What is this? Another one of these sneaky South African plans I be hearing about? I know.
Okay, you see the question was, what would you say?
Who had the biggest impact on your love for hip hop?
For me, it's easily knowledge. Easily knowledge. Knowledge was like one of the introducers to me to do this shit. I was like 10 years old. Just listening to, I was watching a lot of YouTube at the time. Someone had a knowledge beat as their outro to their fucking YouTube video. I was like, this shit is crazy and insane. That was about when Anthology dropped, like a bit before, a bit after, maybe, I don't know. I was like 9, 10. And then from then on, I was like, oh shit, I actually like hip hop. Like that was it. That was the single most impactful artist for me, and it's still one of my favorite artists today. I find the way he releases music to be definitely not my style, but very inspiring. I find like the creative drive really interesting. The multiple different collaborations he's doing now. I like that he don't fuck with rappers. I like that. I understand that people have a problem with the way he be moving. Because I know he be going on turbo rants where he looked like he looked like he be hating for no reason on Twitter.com. However, low key, sometimes I see a rant and I'm like, you know what? I fuck with the fact that you're passionate enough to just be hating on niggas for no reason. I fuck with you. I rock with you.
The homie. Oh, I'm sorry.
No. What's up?
He live out here now.
Yeah. He in Japan now. He be working.
The homie.
With
The homie was just like, yo, you want to come out? We gonna like kick it with knowledge and hang out. And I was like, yeah, I'm busy. But yeah, he has me come hang out just the other weekend, 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
After he came back from Vietnam. Yeah.
He seemed dope. The music's dope. Music's crazy. Definitely like if you listen to my early beat tapes, I was biting the fuck out of that nigga, bro. I was really like I was making knowledge type beats for time before I found my own voice.
Your name was KOSEY, but it was KXSEY. KOSEY. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
No, it's tough.
The better the artist, the harder they bite. You got to get it from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
This question, do you think that it has to do with did it say which artist was most influential?
Yeah, it said who.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it said artist. I was thinking artist, but yeah, it just said who.
I kind of like the real answer is my brother-in-law, my sister's second husband, who was the father to my nephew Trey and my niece Destiny. EP, he's probably the most impactful person in my family to put me on to hip hop, because he wasn't like a rapper or anything like that, but he was a black man who was into hip hop, and he used to buy every single album. And because of my proximity for a while, they was living with us. Because of my proximity to him, I had access to all the albums. You know, like he would. I remember when the Snoop Dogg "What's My Name" video came out, like he recorded it and he played it for me. You know what I mean? He's like, "Yo, you're not gonna believe what just dropped." And I'm like 9 years old, 10 years old, you know, trying to figure all this shit out. And he put me on to he had words from the GZA before the Wu-Tang shit came out, and he really instilled into me a love and appreciation for all styles, because he was a black dude, you know, a black man from Dallas, Texas, but he loved East Coast, he loved West Coast, he loved anything that was rap. And so I got really influenced by him, and I heard so much at a young age that I would later understand that I knew. I was like, oh shit, I do know Kool Keith. I know this album. Mm-hmm. I know the lyrics to this. I just didn't know who it was, because I've been listening to this since I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
But he's really important, and he ain't a part of our family like that no more. Even my family don't really talk to him like that, the kids and shit. But the person, and this is my most disappointing hip hop hero because how impactful they were in my life, is the RZA. I think that if you really think about it, you'll notice that there's a lot of similarities in my personality, the way I talk, the way that I rap. Hello? Did I go out?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I lost audio. But the way I talk, the way that I rap, a lot of my older politics when I was a kid, the way that I used to dress, to kind of rhinoceros boom slang type of shit that I like to be on, like a lot of that comes from the RZA. The style, the killer teeth, like just being cool. It was really, there was two people in my life that were big. It was RZA and it was Dell. And those are the cats that I kind of latched onto when I was like 12 years old, and I wanted to be them. I needed a nose piercing because, like my hip hop guy, like Dell, I just that was them. But it was RZA and it was Dell. And RZA, a lot of the reasons that I was so happy to finally become Born God was because I knew what the Wu-Tang Clan was talking about. But when I really got accepted into it, it was I made it into the frat. It's my favorite guy is in the, he's one of the figureheads of this type of joint. One of the gods, and I was I made it into the frat, and it's I didn't even try to, I loved it, but I didn't try to, but the knowledge that I got, my proudness of being, a black person, a lot of that really comes from the Wu-Tang Clan, but particularly, the RZA, the Abbott, the one who was making the beats, the one who was making the albums, and also his debut album was called B-Boy Bob Digital. I was breaking, you know what I mean? Come on, man. It's
yeah.
I love the RZA.
When you mentioned your what was I trying to say?
My brother-in-law?
No. The RZA thing, you being into the, was it Nation of Islam?
Nation of the Gods and
the Gods on the Earth. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Was your interest in that fueled, not fueled, but spurred on by the RZA, or was it you were interested in that and RZA also was in that? What's the?
Nah, I had heard that was like a part of it, right? But we didn't have the internet back then, so I couldn't go and be like, "What is this?" and get the knowledge and the jewels. Like I heard it coming through the raps, right? And when I started trying to like understand and like I read, you know, Malcolm X, and I was reading about Islam, and I was still religious at the time, and then I started moving towards Islam, and I got super black and militant. But my father, who was also, you know, a Nation of Islam type of black militant, he never built with me with that type of stuff because he was waiting until I was of age to really do that because he didn't want to try to, you know, manipulate my mind. So I was like growing up with my mom after age 8, you know, Catholic and shit like that. When I was 15, I flew back from Hawaii during the summer to go visit my dad. And because I was 16, like turning 16 right that summer, he decided it was the time to really start building with me about these things. And that's where he hit me and bore me to knowledge about the nation of the gods and the earth and about the Asiatic black man and you know, a lot of things. Like he was really putting me onto a lot of things. And when I went back, when you know that the RZA, that's when I started being like, oh, so when they say King I Divine, that's like KID. That's I get it all now. I understand the supreme alphabet. I understand the supreme mathematics. I understand like, you know, like part of the 120 knowledge. But when I went back to Hawaii, because I had made my own Nation of the God shirt with the universal symbol of peace, black hat, you know, peace to Dice God Allah. He saw me with that and he was like, peace God. And I was like, peace God. And then he checked me. He was like, oh, you don't even got the knowledge, but I see, you know, you're a young man. And then he told me, and I linked up with him, and he's the one that fathered me and bore me into it. You know what I'm saying? And when I talked to my father about like what my righteous name should be and shit like that, I was like, yo, I'm thinking about like, you know, I've been B-Boy Omega Legs. And my father was like, well, that's you God Mega now. Master of Quality God Allah, you see in balance, you see in unity, you see in these things. And so my father gave me the name Master of Quality God Allah, but I was already B-Boy Omega Legs before that. But that's where my entire trajectory of black radical politics, my beliefs on spirituality and philosophy and even economics started to come into play, because back then a big portion of it was like own your shit, like be the one that owns everything, like do it yourself, like Wu-Tang got 5 different deals, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it was like that. So a lot of it, like the biggest, like without RZA in my life, I'd probably be like, I don't know, fucking whacker, postmodern and shit. Like, I don't know. I'd be like, hey, fucking, wow, I like underground hip hop too. Mellow music group forever. Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking know. Like a weirdo. Well, but like, yeah. That changed my life. Shout out to the RZA, man.
It's a weird question for me. It's a weird question for me because
XXX Tentacion.
I don't really have like a super romanticized relationship with like rap music. I feel like there's this perception that like a lot of black kids like grow up listening to like mad rap music in the household and shit. Most of my household is R&B and soul.
Yeah,
I think that's true for most black kids growing up. Yeah, it depends. Like a lot of my dad.
Now, if your parents call you nigga more than 5 times a day, you probably listen to it. They probably listen to a lot of rap music. Like it just
my mom never called me nigga my whole life.
They didn't call me nigga.
That's also not like a UK thing. You know what I mean? Like
my grandma would call me Negro. Like we got you like Negro if you don't do like That's a classic.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I do think that because I think the diaspora of the like in the UK, like black people in the UK, their parents are usually, it's either their parents or the parents before them directly came from either Jamaica or from somewhere in like Africa.
No, it's cultural appropriation when y'all niggas use nigga.
True. That's why we not.
That's like me being like,
rap man
hey mate, ting mate. No, I'm joking. I'm completely. Hey ting mate. Hey,
niggas joking. Niggas joking.
Bruv is a waste man. No, but no, it was like a different thing. Like my father, my stepdad, my aunts, my uncles, all the OGs in my family, they did not say that. But my brother-in-law, my sisters, everybody that I met growing up that was older than me did say that. It was like the oldest generation just didn't use it. But my dad was born in 1941, you know what I mean? And so it's like, why would you reclaim that? You know what I mean? Like, it was like, you don't want to be a nigga like that. Like,
I mean,
it depends on where you're from too.
Yeah,
because
I was gonna say like, you know, Boris Gardner was doing that shit. Like, yeah, there was a whole song about that. Niggas is stars and whatnot.
Yeah,
Every nigga just
I never like I never grew up in a
60s,
household
You know what I mean?
that had qualms about the word nigga. Outside of like,
well, you had
sounding...
to allowed anybody, like you weren't about to police another black person for saying that unless you was really
I know
on your
there's
dean
definitely
about
some people
religion,
growing up
you know
where their parents was like, don't say nigga, but like I know that experience.
Oh yeah, I mean I've never I didn't say nigga to my dad until around my dad until I was an adult.
See, on my house, like
never.
nigga was like in the same capacity of like saying shut up almost.
I mean,
that capacity.
Well, I've seen it worse. I've seen children and the family like say like nigga was just like man or dude or I've seen it kind of rough. And sometimes when I see the kids, like when I see youth on some real like, damn bro, why you act like YG and you fucking 13? Like it's crazy to me.
I be seeing vids of actual like children, like they young, and they're just talking, and I'm like, you know what, I'm out here, I'm British as fuck. I ain't gonna talk on that. I'm gonna let you guys do your thing. However, I'm seeing it and I'm raising an eyebrow. I'm like this.
I don't really police it unless it feel like a little bit like, wait a second, like, even when I see somebody mixed culture do it, because I am mixed culture and shit, and a lot of people be like, what are you, fucking Samoan? I'd be like, yeah, I guess so. I mean, you know what I mean? But like, I don't police it anymore. It's not my, like, if I see a white person, I'd be like, what's up with that?
But like, there's definitely a thing where like non-Black American people try to emulate it in like the same capacity as like fucking, you can tell when their frame of reference for that word is like through fucking rap music or some shit, or through pop culture.
Sure. My nephew Rock, he black as shit. Like, he black, unmistakably black man. His wife grew up in California, and she says it. And when I went out there, I had to ask her about it. Like, why you, hold on a second, like, why are you saying that? She's like, well, it depends on what hood you from. I was like, okay. Is the hood that you are from where your mother or your father is black? Like, that's what I was thinking, But like at the same time, I wasn't trying to attack. I was just asking, like, where'd it come from? And when I asked my nephew, who is, my nephew's son is black, and he looks black. He light skinned, he tall, whatever. He real beautiful, handsome type of mixed type of person, but he's black, Filipino, Mexican, and white, and it's because his mother is black, white, and Mexican. And my nephew is black and Filipino, but he looked like a black man. He got big afro and shit like that. I asked him, like, yo, people at your school that's not black, they be saying that shit? And he was like, yeah, everybody says it, except for the white people.
What?
And I was like, well, that seems like better than, another alternative I can imagine. But they've turned the term into a pop cultural phrase. That's why every time you see somebody get mad on a video, it's like, what's up there, nigga? Come on. It's like, bro, you Mexican, bro. Just be Mexican.
No, when I was growing up when I was in middle school, a lot of middle school kids, me and my brother used to go to the bus stop. And we waited at the bus stop, the UX kids, and they're just talking in Spanish, and we hear a random nigga, and I'm like, what? What?
Yeah.
Well, so mid-sentence, it's a blurry thing you don't understand. You hear nigga, you go.
Like, hey, they be like, hey, ese es mi amigo.
Your ears
Si no preguntas, nigga. Oh, shit, wait, hold on. Ese es mi amigo aquí, nigga. Oh, wait. I think, what do you say? And it's like, what are you all talking about? They'll be like, oh, just chalupas, you know what I mean? New Taco Bell, Baja Blast, you feel me? You know the good shit. That Baja Blast, bro. Ooh.
Yo, Baja Blast is crazy, though. No, wait. I went to New York. Baja Blast is so good.
I didn't know they still had that flavor.
Niggas don't be telling. No, this is the thing. This is the thing that pisses me off about you guys, yeah? Is you, man, you be telling me about, oh, yeah, we have this. You don't bring up the important shit. Baja Blast? What are you talking about?
We learned the lessons historically. Last time we tried to put y'all niggas on real trill shit. I'm trying to put y'all on some trill shit. We was like, yo, check this shit out. These are biscuits. And y'all was like, no, they're not. In fact, you're a waste man, sir. These are not biscuits. And hold this piece of edible cardboard, sir. Rolly Dawn hologram beanie. And then you gave us a fucking... And I was like, okay, that's what y'all niggas doing over here. We ain't never giving y'all niggas biscuits to gravy ever again. It's done. We done. We don't put you on to the real shit. Nigga, you want some Dunkaroos? You don't get no Dunkaroos, man. Rap snacks? Hell no.
What did you say just now? You said something beanie. What was that? That was crazy.
Oh, that's what y'all be talking about.
No, throw it out again.
Top Boy. They be like, oh, Golly Dawn hologram beanie. Osh, gosh, bagosh. Oh my gosh. so posh, mister.
Yeah.
Governor.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. No, that's brilliant. I can't even say anything against that. That's my bad.
amazing.
That's my bad. Shout out the food out
but
in New York,
you're
bro.
right.
My God.
Yo, we don't got Baja Blast out here, and we could
Baja
use
Blast
it.
is crazy.
You know what I mean?
It's so good.
I feel
Shit's
like if I had
insane.
Baja Blast out here, I wouldn't need to take some Balta for my depression. I just fucking directly inject Baja Blast into my dick veins and be like, figure it out.
You literally just start screaming like,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
what's happening to me?
Yeah, my eyebrows disappear like Goku 3 and shit. It's trying to get real on these niggas. Baja blasting these motherfuckers, man.
Your locks
No,
start
but
growing
I'll tell
locks
you what,
like it's crazy.
Cole, the craziest thing that I feel like when I go back to the United States is the sheer variety of like things that we have out there. Like the food is insane. I told you I saw like chocolate chip cookie dough whiskey. What liberal white woman was like, you know what'd be great? Look, it's McDonald's, do a little bit of this. I'm like, oh yeah. No, bitch, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I went into a Dairy Queen.
Bullshit now, bro.
I
They be
ordered.
like, use Oreo Reese's.
Yeah, it's crazy. I ordered
Here's
this
cinnamon
Oreo ice
toast
cream.
crunch Oreos. Like what?
What?
It's happening. I went into Dairy Queen. I ordered this. It was called like a brownie Oreo ice cream. I ordered that shit
Blizzard.
thinking I was gonna get. I don't know. Yeah, Blizzard maybe.
Did they hold it upside down?
No, she didn't do that. She didn't do that.
Okay.
She gave it to me, and I was thinking it was just gonna be some ice cream. She gave this shit to me. It's an Oreo ice cream with just two brownies just on top of it.
I've been trying to tell y'all.
It was just a chocolate brownie just on top of this
yo.
shit. I was losing my mind. I was like,
What-
and it's like, it's not even convenient to eat. Like, it's not like I can eat the ice cream and then like switch to the brownies. The brownies are on top of the ice cream, so I have to eat both the brownies before I can get to the ice cream. But I only wanted really the ice cream. It was an inconvenience, but at the same time, like,
Do that.
I wouldn't change it for anything. I think that was a really beautiful experience. The shit, like, and I was by myself at the time, so I couldn't like turn 21 and be like, what the fuck is this thing in my hand? I just had to really take in the moment of holding this crazy ass desert concoction and just realizing that this is what life is, you know?
Desert.
That's beautiful. Shout out
He
Dairy
meant, he meant dessert. She meant dessert.
Ah,
Dessert
Desert
concoction.
concoction.
Yeah, the way y'all say it's like, oh, yeah, there's
Desert.
a biome in which the there's a lack of water that occurs. Yeah, no, but straight up and down, like one of the things I realized was like taking off the goddamn They Live goggles and shit, right? Because out here you go to like the McDonald's or some shit, right? And the McDonald's is fine, but you ask for a large, and a large is like this big. You know what I mean? When I went back to the United States of America, I asked for a large. The motherfucker came, it was like a gallon. I was like, what is it? Like, yo, this is too much soda. And then I started realizing my entire life, they've been progressively stepping up on how to kill niggas. I should have known that KFC was the devil when they came out with a sandwich that wasn't bread. It was 2 pieces of fried chicken, a piece of bacon, and
With another
cheese
piece of fried
with the
chicken.
sauce. It was the bread was chicken. And they called it the double down. It's like, yeah, nigga, you got double diabetes. You about to go down. I was like, they really want to kill you. They
Crazy.
really want to kill you.
Yeah, no,
look
they
at
want
it.
you dead.
They don't even just do stuffed crust pizza. Be like, stuffed crust pizza, stuffed with chicken wings. It's time to die. I mean, it's time to go in. And it's like, wow, Applebee's $11 for a fucking 4,200 calorie meal. This is crazy. Yeah, America. This is one of the reasons, like, you know, like I be feeling a little bit heavy out here. Y'all see, you know, I stand up and shit. I be feeling a little bit heavy out here, just because, like, I remember how I used to look handsome and shit when I was more tight. And then when I go to the United States, I'm like, oh, I'm good. I'm fucking good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I went to the United States. I looked around. I was like, oh my God. It's like, like I really just feel like I'm glad that I don't have
this
as
camera
many
hates me.
options.
Well, we're not
No, I
on the
love you.
positive side of not hating on the calorie filled shit. Look at this fucking thing I ate, bro. Oh shit, there we go. You see this,
What is it?
nigga? It's like
Is
a
it a
birria.
fucking patty
What am I
melt?
looking at?
It's like a birria grilled cheese. It was like it was
Okay.
a grilled cheese with taco filling on the inside of it. That's the best thing I've ever eaten in my whole life. In my whole life. In my whole
really
life,
crazy with the beer,
I
is
couldn't
it?
believe it.
That's-
I couldn't
that's
believe
what I
it. We ain't really got Mexican spots out here, bro. We ain't like that's not food that I have easy
Yeah.
access to. I could
Now the
not
British didn't
believe
colonize
it.
Mexico, yeah, and the
Oh,
Mexicans
man.
they don't got enough they don't got the right type of catapults to get back over to the UK.
Yeah,
and
man.
shit.
It's we have like We have so many jerk spots, and I just want one birria place, bro. I want one birria place around the corner that I can hit. I hit that place 3 times. I got that same sandwich 3 times, bro. I was there for 4 days. I could not believe it. That's the most. Oh my gosh.
One day when I went back to the
God.
United States last Christmas, I was just sitting around. It was like after lunch or whatever, and I had like a little bit of a light breakfast. You know what I mean? I was like, you know, I'm a grown ass person. It's 2:00 in the afternoon. I'm gonna eat some of this Ben and Jerry's half baked ice cream. That's what they call it, half baked. It's half cookie dough, half brownies with chocolate ice cream and shit like that. It was delicious, right? Called half baked, like the movie. Anyway, so I'm like eating it. I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna eat this entire pint of ice cream right now. And I ate an entire pint of ice. A pint ain't even that big. I used to eat that when I was younger and shit. But after I ate that, oh my God, I didn't eat a meal for the rest of the day. I felt like vomiting all day. It was just like a bunch of like, I'm fairly lactose intolerant. I can handle ice cream, but if you give me like a cup of milk and I do that, it's gonna be bad. But the ice cream, I felt so sick. I didn't eat for like 18 hours after that. It was so bad, man. It's like, I can't believe it. Like, you know, people eat a pint of ice cream and then they go out to like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, I got to get out of here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to use the bathroom. I'll be back.
Enjoy.
Come up with the topic.
I gotta answer this fucking question. I didn't even answer the question. Nigga.
Oh my God. Talk about something else for just at least another 38 seconds while I use the bathroom right quick.
Okay. I'm gonna start counting. Trey, you got it.
I hate Mega, bro. I hate Mega. I hate Mega. I don't got nothing to talk about, bro.
You don't got nothing to talk about? This is the freestyle episode. Ricka freestyle. Ricka freestyle. Ricka freestyle. They love that. Everyone at home loves that. Ricka freestyle.
I don't think anybody loves that. This is some bullshit.
Ricka freestyle. No, but I'm telling you, the people love it. The people love it, dude.
How was New York? How was it like being in New York when the Knicks won?
Oh, mate. Oh my God. That was chaos. The thing is I'm not bad at crowds necessarily. I don't find it necessary for me to be in crowds. You know, like I don't need to be in that space at all. I flourish outside of it. I can be in it and I can be cool in. But at the same time, sometimes you go to New York and you wear these shoes that you bought the year before that you wear way too much. So the bottom of them are completely destroyed. So you're walking the streets of New York late as hell. The buses are closed down because there are people walking in the streets because the Knicks won, and you just kind of want to be at home. You know, sometimes that happens to you and you're in the streets walking around at like 3 a.m. and you're tired and your feet hurt and you met up with your friend met up with a friend who lives in New York who they're saying they want to walk to their crib instead of getting an Uber because it saves them money, but you just want to go back to your place. So you're stuck in this walking thing. You're walking for 40 minutes. You were told it was going to be 10 and you're tired. You know, that happened to me. Sometimes that happens to someone and it makes you realize that I should never go to a place when there's a huge sport event happening ever again. Yeah.
Fair.
Before we go to go Trey. I do have a question. I want to know what happened with you and Diami because you know that's my man. I never met him.
Yo, I was gonna talk about that in the recommendations.
You go ahead.
No, I was gonna talk about that in the recommendations.
Fuck me this episode.
I was gonna talk about the recommendations. No, because
that's one of my fuck me when a nigga had a top 10 list.
Okay. Trey,
I'm gonna talk
about Diami later.
Anyways, like I was saying. I don't got any QT story like, oh, this person opened up my perspective to the world. I was a kid on the internet. I found shit. I would say the sequence of artists that solidified me as a hip hop head was, so I had a phase where I listened to Mobb Deep heavy, and then I listened to Cannibal Ox heavy, and then I listened to Shrapnel heavy, and that sequence of fandom. I don't know. That was the most I ever listened to rap music. I would just spend all day fucking trying to catch bars, trying to quote bars, trying to fucking draw lines and shit. And by the time I got to Shrapnel, I would just be on, bro. That was like prom fucking Twitter for me. And all I was doing was fucking talking about bars all day, just fucking geeking out, and I think sure the thing about Shrapnel that like made it like more so was like to chopping it up with like Castro and Prim. And like actually like, oh, this is from this. You need to go back and check this out. And I don't know. I really had fun during that period of hip hop fandom. But I was also like a nerd ass nigga then, so like I would not listen to no shit unless it was like some fucking super heady hip hop shit.
What was it like? Oh, never mind. It's gone. Question is vanished. Gone to the ether.
Now those
Sound
are
you like the
actually
music, though.
like I mean Mob Deep, Cannibal Ox, and Shrapnel. That's
I was
that's
on my
a
duo shit.
fantastic.
I
Yeah,
was
that's a
on my duo
fantastic
shit.
trajectory. Yeah, the way
So
I'd
if
rank them,
you were just
I would
on-
I would
Oh, no,
rank
go on.
I would rank it Mob Deep, Shrapnel, and then Cannibal Ox in terms of rankings. But yeah, I mean, you know,
That's fair.
Castro is somebody who I listen to all the time. You know, there's so much work from Castro and Prim, and there's some of my favorite writers when it comes to like constructing raps. Like when I was doing that whole little rap thing that I just did, it was like I was thinking about Castro a lot. I was like, I'm just going to get referential, and so many of the joints are referential on that. Fun Crush, I Phantom, even I say like a Hamlet line in that. Like I'm just going super referential on that. You'll know where your
I was
is.
mad.
Like,
I was mad listening to it because
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, this nigga Megan can rap. It just pissed me
oh,
off.
thanks, man. It makes me feel nice to hear you say that because I think that you're a really dope artist too, and I know we friends, so I kind of feel like it's just also being
retired.
nice, but I feel like it's also folks being nice to me because we all friends and shit. But I have fun doing that. But anyways, yeah.
Shit's dope in my humble opinion.
What
I
topic
listen
do
to
y'all
it.
want to talk about? What do y'all want to talk about?
I mean,
I'm
I
about
thought-
to tuck myself into bed.
It's like we're an hour in. Let's get out here. Let's go to
yeah,
the
we can do
extrovert.
recommendations.
Let's do recommendations.
Recommendations. Can I go first?
Absolutely, because I don't.
Okay.
have it.
First.
Big recommendation. I Love Boosters by Boots Riley. Good ass movie. Great ass movie even. I watched that
It's a
shit with one of
problematic
Mega's
person.
friends. Boots Riley is a problematic person?
Don't say that around me. Don't say that
No,
around
I'm
me.
talking about nerdy leftist infight shit, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No. We should bring that.
Fucking
We should
tried
bring
and
that back
true
up.
communist organizer, bro. Yeah, tried and true. Yeah, this nigga been like Presto read the Communist Manifesto. That's like 1994, and Boots has been on the ground, organizing
What
shit.
was the rap group called again?
The coup.
Yeah,
The coup.
Boots Riley was in a
Presto
rap
read the-
group.
Boots
I didn't know
Riley,
that.
yeah, the coup. Yo, their album, it had the Twin Towers blowing up on it, and the album dropped like a week before 9/11, and they had to fucking pull the album
That's so funny.
with them in front of the Twin Towers, with the Twin Towers falling. They had to pull the album because the fucking symbolism in the World Trade Center was blown up. But yeah, he'd been a communist, you know.
Oh
he
my
comes
god,
from
this
a
cover's
lineage.
crazy. This
Yeah.
cover is insane. God damn.
Wait, what did
Yeah,
you search
I'm-
up to find it?
I looked up the Coup 9/11 album cover.
Yeah, the coup.
It's him doing. He's doing like conducting in front
Yeah.
of. In front of the,
I mean, no, they're so funky. Like
Yeah, no, that's wild.
it's a
That's
funk
tough.
rap band. It is a funk rap band, and it's
I can
so
agree
fucking
with that.
ill. Yeah.
Word. I'm not familiar. I just thought Boots Riley was doing the movie thing. Okay, that's cool and awesome.
No, you got to listen
That's
to
cool
like
and
5 Million Ways to Kill a CEO. You got you got to
Word.
listen to
They
that
got, some,
shit.
they, got
Yeah.
some, they got some dope shit.
No, I mean, like, I haven't been the biggest fan of the coup, but I like, Genocide and Juice and all that shit. Like, I love a lot of their work, man. Like, man, Repo Man, 5 Ways to Kill a CEO, Rob the Fence, like Kill My Landlord, Fuck a Perm. There's so many jams that I like, but they're not like my favorite.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My favorite crew. But yeah,
But worth
party
checking,
music.
worth knowing.
Yeah, party music is great. Pork and beef. You's a lazy motherfucker. Lazy motherfucker. It's great. It's fucking hard.
That's
yeah.
tough. That's tough.
But yeah.
How did
But
you
no,
like I
I
Love
Love
Boosters?
Oh yeah. Movie's fantastic. I met up with one of Mega's friends, the army, to see it. We saw it
Shout out
at a really
Knee-Block.
swanky cinema. It was really weird in there actually. I've never been in a cinema with that was like doing things. You know, it was like
What did it
it
have,
had
like
like
tables?
had like
The seats?
decoration and shit. I was sitting at a table. It had I was sitting at a seat. It had like a pullover table that I could like swing around on me. It was very fancy in there. Very few
Oh,
seats. It was
that's
like 3
bougie.
rows of seats. I ain't never been in a cinema like that. I only ever really go to my local cinema, which is like a pretty. It's pretty
How
good.
much?
It's one of
How
those
much
like
was it?
fucking
I
lounge
didn't.
type
I don't know. I
cinemas.
didn't get the tickets. Diami paid
that's
for me
nice
because
of
he's
him.
a gentleman. He's a
Yeah,
gentleman and a scholar.
Diami is fucking wonderful. I've known
He's a gentleman.
Diami since like 2007 or something. We were
Mm-hmm.
one of the few black people on MMA forums back then, and yeah, a big
Diami's
part
super
of my. He's brilliant, right? Like if you listen
Yeah.
when he bombs fucking theory, he knows
my
what the
God.
fuck he is talking about.
Yeah, no.
Clear,
I felt
concise.
ill-equipped.
Yeah, clear and concise. That brother, man. Like
the
so
convo
smart.
was super fun. Like when I came in, when he messaged me and was like, "Yo, when you're here, I'm gonna have a few questions for you," and he sent me them. So I'm on my way. Like, fuck. Oh, I'm gonna talk to someone who's actually smart about some shit. Fuck. What am I gonna do?
He gave you homework before y'all left out? What happened? I don't understand. What were the questions? The questions like, why is Trey such a hater? Why is Trey such a hater? What kind of American is Mega? Yeah, what was the question?
No, it was like mainly like just kind of like what am I thinking of the current political trajectory in the UK, in like the Tommy Robinsons, in the way that Keir Starmer's running things and stuff like that.
Why did you do that to Keir Starmer, Co?
I get bored. You know, I have my impulses. Can't a girl just have a little fun? Look, and it was really interesting conversations. I feel like there was a few really interesting topics that I didn't realize were really a thing. Like in the difference in the way that that political organization is like kind of felt in the UK in comparison to the US, in like the recent thing with like Palestine Action, that like being in a group that's like explicitly been shut down.
Yep.
Like a lot of
Terrorist
people.
organization.
I think a lot more people in the UK are kind of more privy to and aware of political organizations that are actually political organizations, in a way that like when we were watching I Love Boosters, my interpretation of it definitely was more favorable because of my already like the kind of more assumed proximity to organized political spaces than I think the average Americans is, and that was really interesting and something that I didn't really expect to be it was just a lot of talking to Diami was a lot of like really subtle cultural differences between us being explored that I wouldn't have necessarily been aware of without having a conversation with someone who would pry those out of me. Because it's like a lot of those are just kind of like what I know rather than something to explore. And I found the way that conversation flowed and the way that the movie inspired those conversations really interesting. Before we went into the movie, Diami was like, this movie is like kind of less of a movie and is more like just an advertisement for dialectical materialism. And then I'm watching the movie like, that can't be true. And then the movie does the thing the movie does. And it is just that. The movie is just that. It's brilliant. It's fantastic. It's amazing. Mega, it's now out on digital, so I think you can watch it.
I downloaded the bootleg today. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But I'm waiting. I'm gonna
fuck?
I pirate everything. But I do want to support Boots on this. But the movie has no release date planned here for Japan yet. So I'm gonna get me a little bit of a piece of a branch. I'm gonna sit down and enhance the experience a little bit because I love Boots. Obviously, he's not infallible. I listen to him talk about political things, and he does have a political tendency that I don't think is necessarily right alongside mine. Just like some of my other great heroes, like Adolph Reed Jr. and Chris Catrone and a lot of modern Marxists at this point, Gabriel Rockhill even, or Dr. CBS, Shalise Burton-Stelly, but. I do appreciate him putting this work out. I understand there is an interesting contradiction of him putting this out, but I also think that's one of the fantastic elements about it, that he's able to put this work out, and he doesn't necessarily need to address all the contradictions in the artwork. Like we don't have to address like sweatshop labor in this film necessarily, or some of those other elements. But I loved I Am Virgo. I love Sorry to Bother You. I am a big fan of a lot of the Koo's music. I am a big fan of Boots Riley and how fucking ill he looks in dresses. I wish I was that fly.
Those sideburns, that's crazy. If I could grow sideburns like that, I don't think I ever would have came out. I think I would have stayed trans. I would have stayed a man for the rest of my life if I could grow sideburns like that. If those shits, it's crazy.
Before it was like, you're thinking about it as like, like having a dick hole in your underwear is like really good. but the sideburns is really what pushes it over. I just keep it going. You feel me? The dick hole in underwear is good, but
I'm telling
there's
you,
also
dude.
there's a threat of hot sauce in the dick hole. We got to be careful.
I don't fuck
here.
with the. I don't fuck. Just quick. I don't fuck with the dick hole. I don't think there's no need for that. I think it's a bunch
why?
of. It's superfluous. It's superfluous.
So you just
pull
pull
your
it
shit
over
down.
the top?
Just pull your shit down. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The fuck. It's
I'm a
crazy
dick
now.
hole-
You know,
I'm a dick
it's
hole guy.
funny to use. You
I
I
usually
don't know.
debate
There's more.
No, when I'm
I
wearing
don't
my
use it,
dress
but
pants, I pull my
like
dick
the
hole.
novelty of it. I like the novelty of it because like
Yeah.
there's more airflow.
Well, you know, like
There's
I don't
more
wear
air
if I'm wearing boxer briefs, I don't use the dick hole. If I'm wearing boxers, then I use the dick hole when
mean them
I'm
huge ass
when I'm in
joints?
dress clothes. Well, like just they're like shorts and shit, right? They're not huge, like you know what I mean. They don't go past my knees or nothing like that. But like when I'm wearing my dress pants or whatever, I unzip. You know, I'm not pulling my whole. You know, I unzip and I just pull it out the dick hole. But if I'm wearing the tight like the boxer briefs, you know, the
Amateur.
tight like the MMA fighting pants and shit, I pull the dick out the top.
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah,
Boom.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
You
no, that's curious. No, that's fair enough. I'm glad.
Yeah, pull the
I'm
dick
glad
out
that
the
this could
top.
come up because I'm glad this could come up because I've been confused about the application and use of a dick hole my whole life. I've never once understood it. I've always thought it was kind of ridiculous. But
I've had
you know,
issues with the dick hole too. Not necessarily just the dick hole in underwear, but I remember as a young kid, I thought that if I would like push harder to piss harder, it would make it seem like my dick hole was bigger because more piss was coming out faster. And so I was like, I'm not gonna have a small dick, and I went, piss real hard, like you know, a gallet gun. And it's like, yeah, piss real hard. And the person next to me would be like, yo, this nigga Mega got a big ass dick hole. You're like, yeah, that's right.
that's
Big
tough.
dick, big dick hole, big forehead, big third eye. It's in the Bible. It's in the Quran. It's
Yeah.
in the nation of the gods and earth. Big dick hole.
Yeah, no.
Big dick.
No,
big
that makes
forehead,
sense.
big
That
third
makes
eye.
sense. You gotta flex where you can, you know. You gotta flex where you can. A lot of
Oh,
people
I didn't
don't
want them to
realize
say I
that you
had
know
a small
that
dick.
there's hella avenues for shit. There's hella avenues for shit. You know, a lot of people think, oh, I got this money, I got these hoes, yada yada yada. Some people got big dick holes, bro. Some people got big dick holes, and that's just really
Yeah.
how we doing out here, man.
I
That's
watch
what
a
we
lot of porn.
support.
I've
What's
seen
up
a
with the
few.
minutes? That's what we.
Oh,
sometimes,
no, I got this.
sometimes-
Yo, speaking of
I don't
Diami,
even hear what Megan said.
I had this picture of Diami come up from like 12 years ago. That is so crazy.
you can't see
I
shit
made.
in that photo.
Oh, okay.
Why are they the whitest people ever seen?
No, that's Diami. That's my super twin. That's Diami and fucking Alan Moore.
Yeah, I don't know why. Every time Megan posts old pictures, he looks like an imaginary friend, bro. I don't know why.
I am your imaginary friend, Trank.
I don't know
I'm
what
the
it is
next
about
evolution.
that photo-
I've got
that
there's
photo.
two of me.
Am I bugging?
There's two of
Am
me.
I bugging?
I'm the next duo that's influencing your life in hip hop right now.
You know,
Now, at
wait,
this point,
Megan,
it's your
can you show that
imagination.
photo again? Can you show that photo again? Did you edit it in any way, or does it just look like that?
No, I edited. This thing's Diami's head is triple the size of a regular head, bro.
That's what I thought. I'm looking at this picture like I was looking at it like, damn, like why is his head massive? I wasn't gonna like. I wasn't entirely certain.
You don't body
I
shame
wasn't
him?
I wasn't entirely certain, so I didn't want to say nothing. But I'm looking at it like I feel like that picture, like his head is
crazy,
huge,
bro.
right?
Yeah, it was.
And I saw him in real life, so I'm also like,
Now, Diami.
I'm also like,
No,
I swear
the
his head
reason
was
I
smaller
called
than that.
Diami I called Diami my super twin because like you remember Facebook started doing like they would tag your photos for you automatically. Like, is this Marcus Blastoise? Is this Diami knee block? And Diami would send me all these pictures of him where it'd be like, is this Marcus Blastoise? And it'd be like, yeah, that's Mega. That's Mega right there. But it's not. It was him. So we just started calling each other super twin like that. Yeah, but it was because of Facebook. Poor AI algorithm work back in the day. You know, now we're
Shout
much
out.
better.
Yeah, we're AI is on the up. Thank God.
Apparently. Thank God.
Yeah,
All of
yeah,
this
yeah.
coming.
Thank God.
But yeah,
Thank
that
God.
sounds really dope. What was your favorite thing about visiting the United States? And you went to Canada as well, right? I don't want to hear
Yeah.
about Canada.
Canada.
No, I don't want to hear about Canada.
And fuck Canada.
Um,
I literally-
Did you beat up No God for me?
No, he fled. He fled back
Damn
to
it.
Ottawa. He fled back to Ottawa. I touched down in Canada and I checked my phone. I was looking for Noah's location because you know I got a constant satellites triangulating on his position.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the plot cameras.
yeah. So I was checking my phone and it says he fled to Ottawa because he knew Big Dog was back in town. He knew Big Dog was back in
Damn.
town. So he went running and you know
Call
fair
your
enough.
friends
I get
Big
it.
Dog, man. Call your friends Big Dog.
No, I'm Big Dog, bro. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Call your friends Big Dog, man. It feels good. Somebody call you big dog, it might feel good. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that
right,
whole
big
week.
dog.
It's
That's
gonna
right,
make your whole
big-
week good. I'm gonna make it whole good.
Yeah.
We make a whole week.
So that video is
yeah.
so cute to me. I was like, oh, I didn't even like white people that much, but that video is so cute to me.
Yo,
Somebody
you should
call
play
me
that
big
shit.
dog.
Play that shit through your phone through the microphone real quick for
Hold
the people
on.
at home.
I definitely got it because I fucking was so
you posted
happy.
it in Secret House like literally like 10
Yeah.
minutes ago. And then I'll tell you the New York situation.
Hold on.
Somebody called me big dog the other day, and I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it. Big dog. They said, "What's up, big dog?" And I said, "Dude, call your friends big dog."
Call your friends
Feels
big
good.
dog.
It feels good. No,
feels
the videos
good.
is like they said big dog, and I'm still thinking about it.
I'm
Big
still-
dog.
Big dog.
Big dog.
Boom
Yeah,
shakalaka.
he said, hey, big dog. And I said, he tucks his shirt in. It's like, yeah, call your friends big dog. It feels good.
Feels good.
Call your friends
Call your
big
friends
dog.
big dog.
And no, it was
Yeah.
like I thought it was the sweetest thing. Like, the internet's really a rough place for me, and I really normally most of the time I feel like dejected and feel pretty upset about things that happen on the internet. But I had a really good internet day today and last night. Like, shared a little
Sometimes
bit of.
you see a good video.
internet,
Yesterday
Yeah,
I saw a
good
video
internet
of this. Yesterday I saw a reel. It's of this kid. He has a T-shirt that said he was doing like a class activity where the T-shirt said PE is. Like PE, like physical education is, and then you were supposed to write something like about how good it is, and then he drew a bus, and then the letter N, so the T-shirt looks like it just says penis. This is just a kid who's just walking around with a sunshine T-shirt. It just looks like it says penis.
So immature.
No, bro, I'm telling you, this is the funniest shit in the world. Hey, for all our listening audience, unfortunately, you're gonna have to miss out on seeing the beauty that is this image. But check this out.
Wait, why is the image? Wait, why is the image like it's popping through the screen? What the fuck?
Crazy. Don't worry about that. But look, you see, it
It's
says
because
penis on
the
his shirt.
background is the same color as the
You see, it says penis on his
The
shirt.
chroma
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Tell the black kids.
That's so cute. That shit had me laughing so loud, dude. Yeah, favorite thing about New York, it has to be the food. Also the people. The people are cool. I didn't like New York though. I would never be there ever again. I don't think.
Yeah, it's a hellhole now. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like New
Fill
York. But I like the people I met there because those are people who I've known online since I was like 15. That was fantastic. That was brilliant to meet them. We stayed in an Airbnb, all 7 of us. It was beautiful. Shout out to Ian, shout out to Gabby, shout out to Dom, shout out to Caesar, shout out to EJ, shout out to Will, and shout out
Hey,
to...
not a single one of these motherfuckers on a Patreon. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Damn.
Unbelievable.
Fake
You lot,
friends.
you
We're
made me, I love,
on a Patreon.
True. See, I got some people who are real friends. Some of you
Yeah,
are fake.
real friends.
Shout out.
Real
Some of you are
friends.
fake.
Actually,
They don't use you to go eat Mexican food in New York.
But yeah, shout out to those folk. They were all Filipino as well. I've been accepted by the folk.
Oh,
The people and the
nah.
people. I'm telling you,
I
man.
like-
I'm part
I
of
like
them.
Filipinos, man.
No, fair enough. No, happens. I had a bit of Filipino food while I was out there as well. That shit was gorgeous.
No. I like Filipino people. You got to watch out though.
Okay, I
Nigga,
will.
what's
I'll
your
keep-
recommendation?
Hey, I'm talking about New York.
Damn, you wasn't done.
Nigga, I met
Damn,
Shamar.
we didn't talk about
I met
Filipino.
Shamar,
Oh, yeah.
Sasko, and Hester, and you didn't let me talk about it.
No, you
can't
didn't
go.
take a picture, so it didn't
You
happen.
didn't send no pictures of that shit.
I didn't take a picture. I forgot.
They
to.
took no pictures, bro. I hate this nigga.
Wow.
Hey,
What are you guys
okay.
thinking,
I want
man?
to
What
see
is
all my
that?
friends looking happy
What is
together.
that?
You ruined it.
We
Why
were
would you
happy
do
together
that?
though. We had a really good time. It was a brilliant conversation with the folk. Sasko kind of has a fake voice. Like, I don't know
What
how
do
to
you mean?
explain it, but there were some American people who I would talk to.
Hi. Nice to meet
There were some American people who I would talk to, and I'd be like, "Oh, really?
Sasko talk like a fucking blue.
really?" And that one
Wait.
shocked me. Sasko
I don't know.
shocked me
I don't know
specifically.
if we should leave these for the people because I feel like we gotta get down to it because I really am curious. It's like a fake, like in
No,
terms of-
like it's his real, it's his real voice. It's his real voice. But I was listening, and I'm like, "Huh, yeah, okay. I guess that's a voice that people can have." You know?
It's like me doing the British voice. It's like me doing a British voice. Like that sounds accurate, but what is a college on hologram being? Like,
Yeah, kind of like that. I was surprised by it. Shamar had Hester had a real voice. That's a nigga who I hear, and I'm like, yeah, that's a person speaking right now.
That's just a regular nigga, bro.
Shout out Hester. I had a great time talking to those folk. Really brilliant time.
I'm pretty disappointed in you though.
The lack of picture is astounding.
The lack of picture is incredible.
It's crazy.
It's like,
It's
I understand
crazy.
wanting to be in the minute, but I mean, like, snap
no
one.
memories
That's a
at
normal
all?
human being thing to do.
I
If
forgot.
you're recording the whole time, like, look,
damn.
it's me with this guy with the fake voice. That's Sasco. He did the thing. If you're doing that, that's weird. But if you just take a snapshot, it's like, it's a moment of time. You keep that. You put that in the back
y'all
pocket.
must not,
Yeah.
y'all must not really fuck with each other. No,
Nah, that's what I thought.
It was
Nah,
crazy.
yeah.
It was crazy.
This fucking fuck ass British person.
No, it was a great time. It was a great time. Great time. We hung out at Wonderville, which I think is a place that they be performing at pretty frequently.
Yes.
The lady, it was a very the lady there, I think she thought she was doing me a solid by pouring me a triple shot of vodka when I asked for one. You were an enemy of the state. You were a problem. You were a
My
problem.
girl. I
You
love
were
her.
a problem.
I
You were a
love her.
problem. It was not kind to me. I did go home and throw up. But I didn't throw up in front of
Lightweight.
Shamar, so that means I was okay. It was fine. She pulled me. I had two, and I'd already smoked a lot because I can smoke out there because it's legal out there. So I've been smoking all the time. And then I went to this place and she gave me 6 shots of vodka when I asked for just 2 drinks and I had a million shots. Sometimes it'd be overtaking me. It's an unfortunate event. But I had a good time, hung out with the people and the folk. I went to Canada, hung out with Stilo, tee. Hung out with Riley. That was brilliant.
Y'all went on a date?
We can talk about it in the bonus. Talk about the bonus. That's bonus content for the bonus folk. Who you want
You
to
know,
go
I
next,
feel like
Rick?
it go either way with Stilo. He could have Casanova energy, or he could have fuckboy energy. You never know. A nigga with the flamethrower. You gotta watch out for these other guys. Yeah. Depends on how you get them.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Whose recommendations next?
I don't have a recommendation.
Thank
Trey,
God.
my fault. Trey, do you have one?
I don't have any recommendations.
I don't really have one, but I did listen to, before we recorded, I listened to the new Bodie James and Nicholas Craven album. And it's been a minute since I
Another
listened
one?
to the Bodie album, because it's the recent one. I feel like Bodie be spamming shit, and I'm like, bro, these all can't be good. But I was listening to this, I'm like, damn, I forgot how good Bodie is. Like, I was sleeping for a while, I'm like, bro, all these projects, but I'm like, damn, Bodie is really good. There's some moments I don't like where I feel like he's trying to be like too like fucking up to date and reference too much recent shit. But besides that, like, damn, this nigga's like a really good rapper.
I think the problem
and the Craven beats.
No, go on.
The Craven beats were solid. There's a lot of vocal samples. It's like a lot of very agreeable beats. But also, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it overall.
I'm gonna not hate right now. I'm not gonna hate. Bodie James is amazing, and I think that if you're gonna be making music as often as he is, as quickly as he is, you got to reference the most recent shit happening, dude. There aren't enough things to reference. You have to. What's happening right now? You got to put that in. You got to put that in the bars. You have to. You must. I
do have a recommendation.
Flip you like 6, 7. That's hard. No, that's genius, bro. Oh my god. Mark gotta take that one from me, bro. Oh shit, flip you. No, cause think about it, cause your hands like this. It's like a flipping shit off. Think about it. Cause Trey, think about it real quick. Think about the hand motion of 6, 7 real quick, and then think about flipping. If you wanted to flip something,
this is the last episode of What's Up with the Minutes.
I'm bar whispering right now, Trey. I'm bar whispering.
You're what?
I'm bar whispering, bro. Flip you like 6, 7.
What does that mean?
You wouldn't get it. You would get it. It's
bar
fine. It's
whispering.
fine. No, it's fine. It's so cool. You can just not understand hip hop. It's cool, bro. Mega, what's your recommendation that you say you got?
Well, you know, I thought I didn't have a recommendation because I think last recording I recommended 3 books, but typically I'm reading, you know, nonfiction, but I did go back and start reading a fiction book that I read many years ago and I've read multiple times. It's called Valis by Philip K. Dick. Are any of you familiar with Philip K. Dick?
No.
Sure you are. Philip K. Dick is one of the Philip K. Dick, common spelling. He's one of the writers who's influenced a lot of modern sci-fi.
Android's dream of Electric Sheep. This nigga.
Total Recall, Next, A Scanner Darkly. But this book is one that hasn't been. This book is one that's pretty personal to him, and also not ever been made into anything. But it's called VALIS, which VALIS stands for Vast Active Living Information System, and it's basically about this guy named Horse Lover Fat, who is actually Philip K. Dick in the book. And Horse Lover Fat gets fucking hit like through trauma and things, he gets hit with like this pink laser beam that hits him in the head, and it introduces him to God, and he has like this really strange kind of wild experience about it, traveling through the world. And it's just such a like I've you know, I always take lines from everything. I'm always stealing lines like a vulture from street signs and books and videos and people talking to me. But there's so many in here that are just so good that I just fucking really love. And it's a really fun, wonderful book that gets dope. But yeah, I recommend this book tremendously. Should I read a line or two?
Go on.
Here's one. It says, I've always told people that for each person there is a sentence, a series of words, which has the ability to destroy them. Yeah. And it's like there's also another sentence that has the ability to completely heal them. Yeah, just Zebra broke through our universe and fired beam after beam of information-rich colored light into Fat's brain, right through his skull, blinding him and fucking him up and dazzling and dazing him, but imparting to him knowledge beyond the telling. It's a really interesting kind of grounded sci-fi thing about a person who is interacting with what they perceive as God in a sick universe. And part of it is like, it's deeply historical. There's all these things about like the Dogon tribe and about deep Gnostic information, you know, Gnostic knowledge. And it's so fun. There's an exegesis that runs throughout the book, which is just basically Fat's kind of diary, but he calls it an exegesis. And it's just like all of his thoughts on it coming to and experiencing that. So like, for example, there's this one part that says, after he had encountered God, Fat developed a love for him, which was not normal. It is not what is usually meant in saying that someone loves God. With Fat, it was an actual hunger. And stranger still, he explained to us that God had injured him and he still yearned for him, like a drunk yearns for booze. God, he told us, had fired a beam of blah, blah, blah. That's the pink light. Into his head. Fat had temporarily been blinded and his head ached for days. It was easy, he said, to describe the beam of pink light. It's exactly what you get as a phosphorine after image when a flash bulb has gone off in your face. Fat was spiritually haunted by that color. Sometimes it showed up on a TV screen. He lived for that light, that one particular color. It's a really good book. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Shout out. What's the title again?
Valis, Valis, by Philip K. Dick. Valis.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah, I'm only familiar in that of that guy in passing, and also because I know that he wrote the movie that inspired. No, he wrote the book that inspired iRobot, shit ass movie.
Yeah.
So
a lot of his ideas have been used and twisted.
Yeah.
Like Total Recall is not the book at all. A lot of things are not the book at all. Next, not the book at all. The Man in the High Tower, which is a history where the Nazis and the Japanese win and they take over the United States. It's a television show that they had, not actually his stuff. And my favorite stuff from him is probably this trend. Yeah. What?
So will we still have anime if the Nazis and the Japanese win?
Oh, if the Japanese win, yeah, we definitely would get anime for sure. It would be a little bit different.
I've seen
Definitely more rape.
Let's do
yeah,
other
you're
things.
probably right.
Let's end this actually.
Oh yeah.
Someone put the music on. The music with the thing. Shout out!
I feel like I did something wrong now.
No, it's fine.
Shout out Mega. Shout out to Japan. Shout out.
No.
I'm not gonna say that like
We've been the minutes. We've been the minutes.
Been the minutes.
And your time's up.
Your time is up.
Your time is. Where should we get up?
No. Why did that outro actually catch on? I'm pissed off. That wasn't supposed to catch on. That was supposed to be a one-off joke. What the fuck?
We have been up minutes, and your time is up, dude.
I'm going along with this shit like it's cool. I'm like, what the? I'm mad.
Trey, fade out the music. No.
Fade out.
Fade out.
No, I want to listen to it.
Okay, it's a good beat. I'm okay with this.